Might as well sit on each other's faces.
I feel like he would only do that if he got to sit on my lap.
Yeah, and you could talk about the first thing that pops up.
Oh, we do.
That is so romantic. Yeah.
It's like there's no better way to wake up in the morning.
Hey, we're live.
You're just like,
Go on Facebook.
I can't move my head. Like, it's such a nice...
We'll wait till Dylan's back and then we'll jump onto it.
God damn it, why are we not recording?
We are live.
We are on Facebook now.
But you're not pointing anywhere near the mic, so... Hold on, I'm going to wait till Dylan gets back and then we'll do a little quick intro.
Wait, did you like check the framing? Because like if I'm like leaning back, because we just...
He said he opened it up, so let's see.
Yeah, we can see him in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right on the...
You're in frame.
I'm just
on the
barely
cusp.
in frame when I...
You're on the cusp.
Want to get a little closer?
We good?
We're good.
I can get a little.
All right, I'm going to give me a little intro here. Hey, everybody. Bend over, Wes.
Face on the table. Welcome to Burnt Bagel.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Burnt Bagel.
It's a different podcast.
It's a different podcast. We got this guy, Scott, over here who just showed up and decided to hang out. Yeah, out of nowhere.
Damn, Scott.
Yeah, so this is just going to be a little more free form. Like the other one is more of I feel more of a performance, more of like a show.
Yep.
This one's going to be more of a podcast where it's just people digging around. Or we'll figure it out.
It's an attempt.
It's an attempt. We're just going to see how it goes.
It's not going to be an attempt.
Yeah. This is... Oh, I
You're
get
not
it.
attempting anything.
Oh, I was late for the... No, I'm just kidding.
I thought we were
Shit.
Grandma.
We can't do that.
Are you sure?
Leave it off the table.
You should.
I like it.
I don't know if we should re-intro everybody, but I got to my side Dylan.
Hello.
We got Wes.
Hello.
We got Scott.
Hi.
Tito.
Hey.
And me, Phil.
So we have one other podcast like this. The closest thing is Circuit Board on the Color Circuit Network.
On the Color Circuit Network. Yeah.
But it is also kind of like a talk shop a little bit too. Like, hey, what's Color Circuit doing and stuff. So I've never actually done a podcast.
Yeah.
Other than like, I do Chuckle Fucker, but it's also an interview podcast.
Right.
And so like, I've never done a podcast where I felt like super loose, and that's why I feel like this is.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because
my
it's
goose
like,
can be loose.
yeah, because like I always feel like whenever you're providing something for somebody, obviously we should try a little to.
We're all
do
leaning
that.
back in our chairs. Like
Yeah, see that? Like we don't
we
care.
own property.
I'm not
and
sitting up. Yeah.
We like have stocks and bonds, and they're doing really well. Like, hey,
Exactly.
fuck you all. Hey.
Yeah.
And
It's
now
like
we're
we're gonna go get some cigars and celebrate our millions.
Yes. And kill a drifter and blame it on our servants.
It's
right?
true.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna watch the obnoxious Tito drink water out of
In
a
a
bowl.
room full of eccentric people,
Lap it up.
I still
They
have to
lap
try to
it,
be
right?
eccentric. Lap it up. This is the great thing about
That
the podcast.
annoys
is
me,
it's
though.
just,
I'm sorry. I hate eccentric people who have to over-eccentrate.
I know.
I'm like,
right, I get it, but in the
Yeah.
moment I was like, I do want to drink it out of a bowl, and it's nice.
that's cool. So does my dog. I'm just throwing that out there.
Ah, good thing we're not using those.
God damn it! You guys see what just happened? That happened on the burnt bagel.
Burnt bagel.
Burnt. That's typical burnt bagel.
just
gonna-
Every time a mistake
Cam
happens,
Are
we have to
just
say
getting rid
burnt
of the
bagel.
camera? We're just
Well, we're
on
not
cam
using
one?
these two anymore.
Yeah, we're not
so-
switching.
We're just
them,
right there,
so
yeah.
it's just-
Okay.
Nobody's in the
Wait,
audience.
so
We're gonna break shit all.
Yeah.
I can't reach the water.
Put your tongue out, bitch.
Yeah, use that tongue
Pretend
muscle.
it's. Never mind.
I was able to reach the water, but only just.
Cool.
Only juiced. Pathfinder asked if
Hey,
this is a vodka.
Wait, how come we don't get
it's a vodka.
the little mic holders in this one?
Because you know what?
Fuck.
We're cool.
We're trying
Actually,
to different
get rid of
thing.
yours. What the fuck you
Get
doing?
rid of
No,
it. Tito.
I like mine. Listen, I'm gonna do this. It's cozy. It's cozy. I can talk and do it like this.
He's gonna keep
Listen.
out accentuating us.
I'm not. God damn it!
God.
I'm not trying to be
He's
that
gonna
guy.
be that guy.
No, jeez.
I am
gonna
not
be that
trying
guy
to
in
be
the podcast.
that guy.
Yeah.
How exhausting.
Turn it off.
Exhausting.
want so high. Never mind. Nobody will get that joke.
You know, we're talking over each other. I got that joke.
What is this?
That's a great segue.
Hey,
now
we got some business to attend to. Today we received Color Circuit received its first bit of actual physical mail.
that means
Specifically
everybody who
to Color Circuit. It says it on the
I
box.
don't know if we can Probably not, but
Does that mean everything that comes to now that we're all part of Color Circuit in a way? This is
co-
all like
us?
a quarter
This
of
is
ours.
us, yes. So if it is
Yeah, there's
5
5 people here, it's a
Twinkies,
quarter.
you get a Twinkie.
We get a
you
Twinkie.
get or a bite.
Are we unboxing?
I just want a twink.
Yes.
Wait,
Do
let's
you
Have
unbox.
anything
Okay?
to cut this open?
Yeah, sure.
Is this like ASMR unboxing? Never mind.
I like unbox therapy.
I have. New
Everybody
box.
breathe heavy into the mics while you.
So one of my favorite bits is in The Office. I shouldn't say favorite bits, but like I just saw this recently, and Michael keeps trying to open boxes, so he asks the secretary. Yeah,
I know which
he's
one
like,
you're talking about, yeah.
He's like, pass
me
me
the
the scissors, and they're like completely open. He catches them like he's like, ha ha, and then everybody's like, oh my god.
It pans around to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just
That's
throwing
awesome.
fucking
He like
scissors.
does not give a shit. All right.
Yeah, we know this isn't. Like
Ask while you're
anthrax.
opening that up. Ask if Pathfinder says.
I hope it's not.
See, you must have an Aussie in your ancestry. A gyroscopic, stable beer gut Tito.
You got a
Holy
gyro-
shit.
I do
man.
like. Listen, when I stand up, like I do still have a beer gut. I'm working on it. But like when I'm sitting down,
Are you,
it's very
Tito?
nice.
Is it? Yeah. Is
But I
it
am-
some beer?
We've been counting calories.
I do eat capoeira.
Yeah.
Gets rid of beer guts.
I know about capoeira.
God damn it! They make me sound so exhaustingly eccentric.
I know.
Your
like,
balls, sir.
I do capoeira and improv.
My favorite part of you is you.
so
Just
anyway,
you.
I love that you call some people exhausting because that's so exciting. But now I feel like you're a little bit exhausting.
So they sent
happening.
us
Okay, so everybody, for those of you at home,
some
we
kind
got
of
a bunch
little
of
S's.
plastics.
Spongy S's for Scott.
All right.
Plastics
Oh.
For Cellar Circuit.
for Cellar Circuit.
Cellar Circuit.
We got to take these out one at a time.
This is the new podcast, guys.
Unboxing videos are so hot, and this is why.
Actually, I really enjoy watching Unbox Therapy. I know I've probably said that like 3
What
or 4
is this?
times.
What is that?
Unboxed Therapy. It's just this guy who unboxes or will try out tech gadgets and stuff like that.
I
He
have
gets a
seen
bunch of cool
something
stuff.
where a guy
What
will
does he look
try
like?
out expensive
He's Canadian. He has glasses and like kind of a beard.
Have not seen it.
snapback hat or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
I think I've
You
seen
might
him,
have
and
seen
he
it.
was like, "Here's the world's like most expensive phone or something."
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was like, holy shit, that's amazing.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
just has such a following that people just buy.
Yeah.
the stuff from. How amazing!
Yeah, he has like a really fun following.
Have you heard
Too
of
many doesn't count as counting calories.
For the people who are.
too many?
Too many.
Okay,
It's
so
true.
what do we got?
All right, we got Goth Court. This
What?
was sent from our friends over at Bully Pulpit Gaming.
We
They
love
make a
Bully
very, very
Pulpit.
cool game called Fiasco.
Oh.
And we
Fiasco's a lot of
they've
fun.
been getting in touch with us because they've been watching our videos and they're like,
Awesome.
"Hey, we would like for you to try out some of our new games. Do you mind if we send you some stuff?" And I went, "Do I mind?" Fuck
Yes.
off. And then they
Yeah.
tried again. and
They're
then-
really nice.
Yeah.
In spite of his hatefulness. Yeah.
Goth Court. So this is a game. It sounds like cards.
Cards?
It
Do you know
says
anything about it?
by Liz Gorinsky and Jess Zimmerman. Yes, I know a little bit. I watched they have like a trailer video. What are you doing, dude?
Sorry, these packing peanuts
Okay.
are driving me.
I'll read the back. A live-action party or funeral game about eldritch justice in a small claims court that settles petty disputes between goths and norms.
Nice.
Goth Court requires nothing
Goth
more than the
Court.
cards contained herein and a keen sense of the oppressiveness of mundane society.
Mundane.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
The trailer was really cool for it.
Goth
It says
Court.
Eldritch Justice. What is that, guys? I don't know what
That's
that
a
is.
name.
What is it?
That's a
Eldritch.
name.
Eldritch is
Eldritch
a name.
Justice,
But,
yeah.
but,
Peter
but,
Eldridge.
but it is a name specific to something. It's
Not
Eldritch
that I can
Justice.
recall. Like like a horror film or something
just
like
sounds
that.
more
can
like-
you
more
ask
like
your
a-
phone?
So I'm pretty
High
sure
class Southern.
Cthulhu, one of like the Lovecraft actually, one of Lovecraft's like world things is like Eldritch horror.
do
I know that's like the
Dear-
name of a
Dear
game,
Pixel or whatever?
and I think it's the name of a book. Eldritch horror.
All right.
I feel like that's something Pathfinder might like because he's a big horror fan. And they sent us something else.
Peanuts.
Something else.
many peanuts.
This one says bin order line 1 of 1, copy 82 of 120, card count equals 3. There's 3 cards here. Graves versus Woolly Mullet Games is a defamation dispute between a goth plaintiff and a norm defendant related to the portrayal of the goth subculture in a courtroom-based party
So
game.
that's
Technical.
part of the game.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last, man, there's a lot of
God.
bloody S's
Ghost
here.
Court. Ghost, Ghosts
by Jason
and the
Morningstar, a
Normies.
ridiculous party game for
Nice.
6 or more players about ghosts and the people who sue them. 6 or more. There are very few games that require at least 6.
That sounds pretty cool.
So I guess
What's
I'm
that?
curious. Is like Fiasco. One of the hooks of Fiasco is that it's set up to do improv for people who don't normally do improv.
This is too.
Is that how they generally operate with their game making?
Bully Pulpit. I don't know a ton about the company, to be honest with you, but
Well, I
my
guess-
assumption is that,
Is that
yeah,
these
they-
follow
they-
similar veins?
Yeah, is that they like the party game stuff. They like the role playing, and so that's probably what they do. So what's going on in there? It's just a bunch of cards. Ooh, they're really pretty. How nice of them! Thank you, Bully
Defendant.
Thank you
Pulpit,
so
for
much,
sending
Thank you,
us
everyone.
free
Thank you.
stuff.
We all
Yeah.
get a handful of cards before we leave.
Woo! I feel bad because
Oh.
Kendra and them weren't here, but
Pathfinder's being all helpful
Eldritch.
is a magic / mysticism.
is Magic's last mission.
Eldritch Justice.
I looked it up too, and I totally forgot to bring it up.
You're great.
So thank you, thank
that's
you.
the joy
What's
of
the
this
name?
podcast.
That's why we have
Ask a
Twitch.
Pathfinder.
Eldritch Justice.
Ask a Pathfinder. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or just Eldritch.
How awesome!
You
Very
know,
cool.
I'm starting to wonder what I should do with all my Magic cards because I don't know if I've
was
played.
the
I haven't
last
played
time you
Magic
played?
in a while, like probably a year or two.
Wow,
Just
okay.
like one.
Wait.
I mean, I have some friends who still play, but it's just like I don't know. I don't ever find the time to. I don't make time for Magic cards.
Is it fun?
It's fun, yeah. When
Can you
actually play.
Can you play like a quick game of Magic, or is it like a
Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've
I
got
mean,
through
like it
games that are like
depends.
20
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Never played.
I've played it a handful of times. I've never lost actually.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I
But
got
again, it's been a handful.
my Elf Eldorazi
Love
deck
game,
might
love
battle you then.
Did you make your deck?
I made one deck. I had a lot of friends who made decks for me, and see, that's when it gets too complicated. Like they'll make decks where like the specialty is like the goblins will summon themselves nonstop with all
That's
this
so
particular
cool. That's
yeah,
how
it's,
beautiful.
it's really fun, but I mean, like I can't get that deep. Like my deck,
Yeah.
one of the decks that I have is like high-powered monsters and creatures that need
sounds like a good
lot
deck.
Of, yeah, that need a lot of
Good
stuff to
deck.
summon them, and life. They
Girl, I got
they
that
need a
good
lot of
deck.
stuff to summon them, and but once
a
they're
Jenny with
summoned,
the
they're
good
like
deck.
unstoppable. It's like it's hard to
Talking
get
about
them
that
stopped,
Becky
so.
with the
Becky
good.
with the good
Becky
deck.
with the good deck.
ha ha ha.
Talking about magic.
Magic the Gathering.
It has nothing to do with girls.
What games did you go up
Shut
playing,
up.
Wesley?
You guys ever play Age of Empires?
God, fuck off, dude. You are such a no. I've never played
You
it.
never
played
played
that.
it.
It's
I know
fun.
about it.
It's a computer-based game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real-time strategy,
RTS.
and it's really fun.
Have you ever played like It's like a Command and Conquer sort of thing,
It's like you have
or like
to
StarCraft.
like
I've
I
played those a
Yeah.
lot.
I felt
RTS.
I felt my brain move like
Really?
when I play that game sometimes.
What does that mean?
Well, it feels like I made like 400 million gazillion connections in my brain sometimes when I play that game because
Gets
it's
you
like I
high.
have
That
to be
gets-
like
gets you-
I must adapt to win.
I can't
know?
do RTSs.
Really?
I haven't
fun.
I haven't really tried because like RTSs was really the realm of like PC gamers. I didn't have a PC.
Yeah.
You know.
They're a lot of fun.
I'm sure they
They
are,
are.
but like
I mean, they
most-
did have some for like PlayStation stuff like that. Like Command and Conquer was like
Yeah.
the first one that I ever played, and then like they moved over to. Well, they've always been on PC, but
I feel like have you guys played Advance Wars for the Game Boy? Dude,
I've
Game
heard of
Wars
it.
was Advance Wars is so good. It's like that, but it's turn based. And I'd lose my mind going over like every possible move. It was exhausting.
The last RTS I played, I think, was Halo Wars. So it was a Halo spin-off game, and it was a ton of fun.
Did you know that was actually the original Halo?
Really?
They originally designed Halo as an RTS.
No.
It was originally Halo Wars, and then they changed it to a first-person shooter. And that's one of the reasons that it has such a wide open field
and stuff.
vibe to it.
Yeah.
Because it was originally a top-down 3.4 RTS or whatever.
yeah.
Or-
You guys
or-
have never played StarCraft or anything like that?
No,
like
but that I'm
that's such
pretty
a.
sure is the most.
It's like
competitive
one of the most,
games
Yeah,
in the- it is
like
the
South
most-
Korea. In South Korea, I think so. Yeah,
Wow.
it's like the
Yeah,
biggest.
people die playing it.
Yeah.
From because they just like won't.
I
eat
think
or
that one
sleep.
was World War II or World War II.
World War II.
World
People
That
didn't
was
die in
World War
No,
II, Tito.
people didn't die in World
You know,
War
mine
II.
with Korea.
People did.
I
They're
meant
just sitting in front of their TVs. World War II.
World War II is a massacre on our troops. No, I meant.
I can't get off the computer, Mom. I'm getting massacred.
World of Warcraft. That was it.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft.
World War II.
Of Warcraft.
World War II of Warcraft, which is happening right now.
We're
our
coming
world.
up on World War III. You
Political.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now this is a podcast.
Yeah.
We're talking
About real shit.
hard hitting news bites.
That's right. Did you see this news thing about what's happening in the world? It's happening.
You know about Charlotte?
For
She can write letters in her web.
shit.
Whoa.
Good
Take
pig.
another drink of your bull.
That's some pig.
That's something.
And then a crow comes through and just breaks through the web.
Improv.
Surface web.
So why do you hate Ask a Pathfinder? Why do you hate improv again?
Because of this.
Oh wow, I got the joke.
3 more hours of this, you guys. Can you believe it?
You hit. Oh wait.
Burnt
Yeah.
bagel, extra burnt.
Extra burnt.
Coming on in 1 hour, and then we put
Hey
on
guys,
another
I
one.
got a good burnt bagel question for you guys. How high is high enough?
How high?
Not
How
high.
high? What's the highest you've ever gotten?
Mount Everest.
Oh shit, we
What?
got a real smoker.
You know what?
Everest high.
You got Everest high.
You think Everest?
I think it's pretty
I
high.
scaled Everest, and then I installed a slide on top of Everest, so I
you
could
would-
climb up a ladder just a little bit more high. It wasn't a long slide. It was like an 8-foot slide, but I put it on the very top.
You think that's high? I dated a woman once that was 6 foot nothing, and she had a peg leg. I called her my
6
monster.
foot nothing. So they stopped counting the inches, but they
That's how
kept
tall she was.
counting the feet. But the inches just keep going and going and going.
The inches
that what you
didn't-
mean?
The inches were never ending.
Oh, you think that's
Paul.
high? I was dating this girl, and she was 4 feet, but then I put her on top of a slide. And for a moment before she went down the slide, she was pretty tall.
You count slides when you measure people?
It was high.
I guess so.
You're closer to touching the sky.
I didn't realize that there were you can see dead people like on Mount Everest. There are people
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
die and they don't take them
Just-
away.
They
Not
can't,
nice or
yeah.
whatever,
They
yeah.
can't take them off. Like they're landmarks now. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, did you get
Yeah.
past the guy who's huddled for one?
Hey,
in the corner? Yeah, like there's guys.
Keep going down this path till you hit the pile of dead huskies.
Yeah, yeah.
Then make a left.
Yeah,
If you go past Jake, you've gone too far.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta turn back.
yeah, there's like a lady who's like wrapped up in like her flag or something like that. She never like woke back up. Like it's like a thing.
That's
Like
scary.
if you sit down
That
and
is
lay
the most
down.
patriotic thing I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
What's that?
Die in
what
the
flag was it?
Nazi. No, I don't know.
I just imagined like Jake being dead on Everest, but the reason that we know he's Jake is because he has a name tag.
Yeah.
The reason he has that is because he's like an all-state
birthday.
insurance agent. He just got called on the Everest. He's like, "Oh shit, I'm not prepared for this." Oh god, and he just like dies in 5 minutes.
And then they called Mercury Insurance. Do they do life insurance?
What Mercury?
Mercury.
Is that the Samuel Jackson thing?
I don't know.
That's a
Mercury.
planet,
Capital One.
silly.
No, there's Mercury Insurance
That-
because I have it.
Planets don't
That's-
sell insurance. I think I know.
Because you got scammed by a planet once.
Yeah, Pluto called me and I owed him $7,000.
He said he was
out of
a
the
planet,
blue.
and I didn't believe him.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
the,
she's
in like
Canadian.
No, I
the,
can't
in the,
find him in the
Or
sky.
he was Canadian. I don't know if anybody
was?
wants to see the person.
Oh,
who wrapped up in the
wow.
flag and died.
Jeez.
What's going on?
Well, he should have
That's
found a
the
cave or
lady-
something.
It's a lady?
That's not a good place to die.
Yeah, or a dude. There's probably
A
1,000.
lady or a dude?
Yeah.
What's the best
Everything's
place to
pink on the
die?
inside.
Well, on Mount Everest in a cave.
Is the best place
Great
to die?
equalizer right there.
The inside.
You don't want to
Everything's
die
all pink.
The inside's all
outside.
pink.
Why? Because you
Good
want to
thing
be
we're not
warm
talking
when
over
you're.
each other.
Because you want to be warm when you're dead.
That's right.
How about we'll ask that. So Dylan, how do you want to die?
I know how I don't want to die.
Cool. That's the
Is that
exact
a
question I
shorter
asked.
list?
Go ahead.
How do I want to die? Like,
Yeah, like, what would you
mid-orgasm
prefer?
or something.
Okay,
Why would
cool.
you not?
That's a good one,
Like
yeah.
that
A what?
mid-orgasm?
Yep, I knew it. I won't be having sex to death.
No, I don't want to have sex. I want to be
He just
jerking
wants
off.
He wants to be doing it alone.
What are you talking about?
I want to freak out a lady.
I wanna die
Yeah, he doesn't want to be
top
a
of below
freak. He's just
somebody.
gonna, hang himself, auto asphyxiate,
Auto asphyxiate.
and go with the cum.
Well, I want to do manual first. I want to try it
I
manual.
came and then I went.
That's like a famous Richard Pryor.
Came
joke.
and went.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's something about how someone Rockefeller died, like one of the big ones. He died during sex. Like
Wesley.
motherfucker came and
Snipes.
went at the same time.
Ask a Pathfinder says, so no one gave them a courtesy push? Are you talking about on the mountain? I just push them off.
And then
It'll
he
be more
starts the
exciting
nano
that
out.
way.
You love improv. Cool.
Courtesy push.
Now you do.
Are you on Twitter? What's your Twitter handle? Twitter handle.
Twiddle
I'm on
bander.
Do you twit?
You
Twiddle?
How do you want to die?
Me? I don't know. It sounds cliche, but I would like to die around loved ones, people that I
Yay.
like. Mm-hmm.
Gotta find some
You
loved ones
guys.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I want to die right here with you guys, podcasting my last few moments. Like, and give me another suggestion.
Can I get a suggestion?
Can I get a
What's your
suggestion?
favorite
I want to die doing improv. Yeah, I want to literally die on stage.
That's like, oh my god, the commitment.
yeah.
Oh my god.
That must have happened before, right?
I must
there's
shake
gotta
his
be-
hand.
Yeah.
His limp hand.
Oh, that's. I don't know. They said like I know like there's always rumors like Gigi Allen was going to kill himself for his final performance, but that's why they closed down his last.
Who was this?
Concert?
Gigi
Gigi Allen.
Oh, yeah,
Gigi, I
he-
call him Gigi.
Gigi
Gigi
Allen.
Allen.
Gigi?
Yeah.
Who's
Gigi
that? Now,
Allen. He was like a
Greg
famous punk
Allen.
rocker who just like
Who
took it to
extreme.
the extreme. Like he
He
would
would throw
shit on
shit.
stage.
A lot of
He
fecal
would,
matter.
yeah,
Throw
he
it
would
at the
get
audience.
naked. He would fight them.
Are you
he would
serious?
eat poop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look him up.
You would eat poop.
Yeah, he would eat his own poop.
Have
He
you-
said like his ritual. The reason he did it is he wanted to make
Yes,
rock and roll
Mr.
dangerous
Seinfeld,
again.
he
Is
would
what he
eat the
said.
poop.
He
Why
was-
is
yeah.
everybody?
Why
eating
didn't he
the
do
poop?
do sword
You don't eat the
swallowing?
poop.
Sword swallowing? I
Yeah.
guess it wasn't dangerous enough. He said like his ritual was he would take laxatives before a show.
Yeah.
And then he would go out there and just go fucking nuts. There's
Gross.
performances of him like
I love
covered
that
in it.
idea. I was just like,
Uh-huh.
oh my god, Gary, I'm so nervous. Like, I have a show in 15 minutes. Hey, just can't shit.
Look, I got this miracle thing for you, man. I know I've been your tour manager for a while. Take these. Take two of them.
what laxatives?
Yeah, they're just
Gary.
hot. They're not for everybody, okay?
Gary, it has to be pure. I can't do that.
Look.
I can't sell out.
Look, we all sell out every now and then. But right now, you got to get out. That stage is clean enough you can eat off of. You need to prove them wrong.
I do. I need to. First off, thank you for cleaning the stage so I can
Well-
eat shit off of the stage.
You're welcome. That's part of my job.
It's part of the writer.
Part of the writer. You need a clean stage
Also, listen,
to
I'm,
fuck up.
I'm gonna take these laxatives, but
Yeah.
this cannot get out. My fans will turn on me if they know that I took a laxative. That this shit ain't pure, man.
Mr. Allen,
Oh,
it is 5 minutes. Oh my God! What are you?
Hey, nobody back here. No, get out of here.
Are those laxatives?
Lex. All right, Tom, get in here.
Fuck, get in here.
And I just bite a chunk out of his neck, and he's just blood spurts everywhere. It's like, all right, we gotta bury the body.
Right, yes, sir. Yes, sir,
This
Mr.
sounds
Allen.
like some great music.
Eat
You
his
remember
shit,
when it was
eat his
about the
shit.
music and
he says
shouldn't-
Pathfinder says he wants to die at the end of the last Marvel movie. That is his preference before die, because screw dying before that. That's true. I do want to see the very last one.
What's the last? When is
The
it?
last
Whenever it is.
It's like
Is
next
it
year.
your
You think I
Universe?
know? Why would
No.
Destroy
When
it.
is it?
I didn't know they
It's
had
not
like
coming-
an
it's
end
not-
date.
There's no end.
That's why you don't want to do that, because that means that Marvel's not going to finish with a big bang finale. It'll be like, oh,
They're
no
gonna
one cares
drag that
anymore.
bitch into the
Maybe
ground.
one more, and it'll just be like fucking Tony Hawk 15. No one gives a shit.
I love Tony Hawk.
You might,
though.
you might
Yeah,
be right.
I have
played
Tony
the
Hawk
old ones,
too.
huh?
You know how fucking horseshit 5 is? It's
never played it.
real
That's the one where they
garbage.
got rid of like the barriers, so to speak, or like there's no load.
It just
screens.
came out. No, that was Tony Hawk
Oh,
Project
it's a new
8.
one. Oh,
Tony Hawk 5 official.
Oh,
Because after that,
okay,
it was
okay.
like underground.
Oh,
and like
right.
Hollywood.
I had
Hills.
that one where like
Tito's
you
never played,
played
a
Bam
game, by the way.
Margera.
He just hears all of the games.
No, I beat Tony Hawk 4 from top to motherfucking bottom. That was an insane effort.
Did you play Underground 1 and 2?
I beat Underground 1 and I did
beat
did
you.
not
should
like
have played two because they
I
had
did
Bam
not like
Margera.
it.
Wait, back to
Bam
eating shit.
Margera.
They're
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
They're called.
Coprophagy.
They're called
Coprophagia.
Coprophagy.
Yeah.
Or coprophagy, whatever.
Coprophagia.
What's a coccolithophore?
It means like shit in like Greek or something like that.
Coccolithophore.
What's a cockalita for? I
Okay,
don't know.
so
I don't know.
have you
What's
guys
the matter with
ever?
you?
What's a
have you
cockalittle
guys?
for you?
Cockalittle
Like a little not to do.
Hey,
What?
Cock-a-doodle fall, belly new.
do.
this podcast brought to you by
You
Dr.
just say cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Have you guys ever
Yours,
seen videos of people eating poop?
Yes.
No.
You would love to?
I guess
You have? Have
Yes.
you?
two girls,
Eating
one
poop?
cup.
No.
That would count.
Did
Yeah.
they eat the poop?
They eat the
Yeah.
poop, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you've seen it.
I
Have
saw
you?
it.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Am
he
I
is.
a
So just
dude?
Wes.
Yeah.
Of course. Look
Right?
at his background.
Were you guys as wild?
I have.
It was
Not
in that
only have I
exact
seen a
same
video of
bowl.
people eating poop, I have seen even something way better, which is like this Kenyan
How does it get any
president.
better?
It's a Kenyan president who's like giving a speech, like a hate speech against gay people, and it's like the funniest thing in the world. He's like he's like at a congregation. He's like, they are the devil. The gay people, they have the sex, and they fornicate, and they are against the God. They eat the poo poo. They eat the poo
No,
poo.
you're lying.
I've
They
seen
eat the
this.
poo-poo.
I've
You're
seen
lying.
this. Yeah, yeah.
It's an amazing video.
That's
It's on
insane.
YouTube. They eat the poo poo, and the poo poo comes out, and they eat the poo poo.
Gay people do that?
That's what
That's what he claimed.
That's what this person in Kenya said.
Oh,
It's
okay.
amazing.
And I don't think that has anything to do with heterosexual or homosexual. Some people just eat poop.
Yeah. Nobody's seen the new Rick and Morty, I imagine?
Yeah, I saw
Is it about eating poop?
No, there was one. No, that's Pickle Rick. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I did see like an episode recently
Mhm.
where like it's a bunch of Ricks and they're
Oh.
all great, but they're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the one that's an idiot, and they're like, Jerry, you're
Doofus
hanging out with
Rick?
this Rick?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this guy eats shit.
Yeah.
He literally eats
Eats his own
shit,
poop.
Jerry.
Yeah, yeah.
And in like later episodes, you can like as a little Easter egg, they have that Rick in like a
Doofus
framed
Rick.
photo
Yeah.
that like Jerry kept in the house.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's in the cupboard in the garage
awesome,
or
yeah.
something. Like
The part of that I liked more so of that episode that you saw was when she was in the UFO and it was killing everything, and she like was like, "Don't do it anymore."
Oh, that one. Yeah, where the
Oh,
car's
yeah,
trying to
the
protect
security
Yeah.
system on the. Oh,
And it's like
God.
psychological warfare. That was so fucked
made,
up. Yeah.
It made the dead
child.
child
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
person that shit is so
And then it
good.
like melts in his eyes. Tony! It's so good. You gotta watch that.
I don't remember that.
Keep summer safe. Keep summer.
Yeah, keep
That's
summer
all
safe.
this shit had to
So
do.
good. Hello, one pump.
Funny. We got another person?
One pump chump.
One pump.
Oh shit! One Pump Chump
got-
is
yeah,
back
but he
on.
came back
Hey.
for a while ago, so who knows if he's still watching.
I like
Assuming.
One Pump.
One pump.
Un pump.
He's joined us
Chump.
for.
Have you
for
ever
video
seen
gaming.
somebody poop?
in real life?
seen someone poop?
I've never.
Have I ever seen somebody poop?
Have you ever seen somebody poop? Sure.
That's not what you meant to ask.
No.
Like what?
What did you
I'm
ask
gonna go.
him?
Have you ever seen a video like how we were all talking?
I
don't think you
was
have.
so upset when I saw it.
You did?
'Cause I think
Saw
it had corn in it.
Saw what?
Is that Alexa?
That is Alexa.
That's
What is she doing?
That is
Alexa, stop.
that's Huerco S, I think.
What did she hear? She
know.
just reported. The police
Alexa,
are on
play
the
music.
Yeah. Forget all we.
Scat party.
Forget all we talked about.
Hey
about
Jess,
poop.
I know you're sick, but have you ever seen videos like that? Like
People eating poop.
No, and I would never watch it.
It's
Cool.
so awful. I
So-
was really upset.
So what
Yeah.
did you see? Did you see Two Girls One Cup?
Two
or what?
no, I don't even know what
Two
it was.
turds,
It just
one
showed
butt.
up. You know, it was like after the video or something, or it showed up on the side.
Coming up next on Pornhub.
Yeah,
It was like a Marvel reel.
movie with the little
was the
Samuel
mi-
L. Jackson little snippet at
It was
the end.
it was a mid-scene credit, and
Yeah.
I was like upset. Yeah, because I thought it was gonna be like the mid-scene credit would be
I
like.
love
"Ooh."
that you
so
watch the
weird.
credits of a porn.
Oh,
like a lot of
they
hard
put a
work
lot of
goes
work into that,
Yeah,
you know?
a lot of work.
Yeah.
He's gotta respect
Yeah.
that.
A lot of butter.
Stretching.
They
A lot
do
of
that.
butter.
A lot of-
Would you
a lot
ever
of
make
butter in that
music
one.
for porn? Like if you got the job, like, hey, we want you to make,
Sure.
you would do it.
Yeah. Why
Really?
Money's
Why-
money, right?
Not? Yeah.
Would you watch it? Well, you have to watch it in order to
you
make the
star
composer
in
music.
it.
Well, if they really wanted me to score it, like, I want it to intensify here.
Be like the John
Director's
Williams of
giving me
porn.
notes.
Yeah.
Now see
Like,
here
usually,
when
yeah,
the
it's just
ass
like
expense.
You have like an orchestra and then like the movie playing in the back, so you're just like sinking in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it'd be great. It'd be like when like
The mad genius at work.
it'd be like when Yngwie Malmsteen or Metallica like does a show with a live orchestra. Except like it's just people fucking in front of the orchestra while they score it.
So it's like the real experience.
Yeah, and then everybody's there
weird.
like dressed and they're fine, just like, oh, this is.
Did anybody read what One Pump just
One
said?
Pump says, I walked in on someone shitting everywhere, so I decided to be quite.
Quite
Quaint.
Quite, yes.
Maybe quiet?
Or
You
quiet.
just
I
stood
think
there and
quiet,
watched?
yeah.
Is that like figurative? Like he walked into this conversation, or in his
Yes.
real life, he's like, I walked into
Oh.
somebody
No,
shitting
I think
somewhere.
he means real life. But I think he also meant to say quiet, which means
I have no
he
idea.
like saw and then was
That's
just
just
like,
D, like for duh. I don't
Just
know.
respell your sentence.
Resubmit it, please.
Resubmit. Both.
we're taking submissions.
What do you say?
Oh, so it happened in real life? Tell us about it.
Both.
Both.
We'll give you the mic.
Be like a shitty Beach Boy concert.
There's no such thing as a shitty Beach Boy concert.
Dylan was about to jump over this
it is
goddamn
if
table.
it's-
Tackle you.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. There's no.
They're one of the few classic rock bands that I like really, really enjoy.
They're classic
Boys,
rock.
yeah.
The Beach Boys.
You love the Beach
They're not
Boys?
classic rock?
They
of course
think
they
they're
are.
classic rock.
Absolutely.
rock.
Yeah. I don't think they're classic
They're
rock. I think of them
absolutely
as, like,
classic
You
rock.
also, don't,
novelty.
you also don't respect the Beatles at all. So
I
like, what is your
don't.
I don't respect the Beatles
Oh,
either.
Yeah,
oh,
see,
we're
well-
talking about this.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Fuck the
Here we go.
Beatles.
We go into it.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And
Oh Wes, you have to be the deciding factor. Your real friends or these assholes.
There was just a.
Dark people
What you
or
get for
light
sitting in the
people.
middle of the
Yeah.
table.
Well, I took a.
You want to not do that shit? Now you have to clean it up, asshole.
I made it in a little pile.
No
gonna
one's
clean
cleaning
that
this up. Wes is going to put everything away. God damn it.
That's why you have Jess here.
I feel like we're getting admonished by the viewers.
Let it be, guys. Let it be.
Let it be.
Boo. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is you guys know the Hard Times? It's like the Onion, but for like
Yeah, yeah.
like
Music.
like punk jokes and stuff. Meet the man who doesn't like the Beatles. He's so interesting. God, don't you just want to fuck him right now?
Is it a picture of me?
It's
No, not really.
Hard Times did another great headline where it was about like Neutral Milk Hotel, their album in their airplane over the sea. It's like revered by our generation, everybody and everything. It was like ISIS gives Neutral Milk Hotel a scathing 3-star review.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
It's an amazing headline.
That's awesome. That's really good.
These guys are truly the worst.
Well, I had a question actually, Tito. What does like Bruce Springsteen sing about exactly? Like I know he was like joke about being born in USA, and I understand that. But like, what's like the message I guess that speaks to you? Like I was running and I was like, I know why I like the music that I like, but what's like Springsteen's like a big.
It
big
may not
deal
be
for
the
you.
vocal. It may not be the lyrics though.
Is it,
It
just
is-
the
it is
music?
the
Or-
lyrics.
I was gonna say like I feel like you're a big Springophile or whatever
I
you
am.
call them, and so like I would imagine that plays a huge key into it. Because I mean, like if I like the music, but they had shitty meaning to it or whatever, I mean,
Yeah, it's
That can ruin stuff
It's
sometimes.
about the.
working class.
There is
So I
an
just had to-
earnestness.
Uh-huh.
It's about a whole philosophy, about a way of living your entire life that is like hidden within all of his songs. Because there's like a thread
Like,
of philosophical logic that runs through all of his music.
like a positive, like
Yeah.
a hippie sort of way of just like I don't know how to like.
I
say
mean,
this
like
word.
it could be like, hey, be positive with everything, man.
Or it's just
but
like,
it's a
"Don't
lot
worry."
sadder and darker
Yeah, yeah.
than that.
Stay tuned for an upcoming episode of Scott
Brown's
Brown's Nerd Odyssey.
It's sweeping the iTunes.
nation.
40
Tell me when you get to
people
Google
downloaded
Play,
it
'cause then I'll do
yesterday.
it.
48?
That's
48
nice.
people in one day.
Wow, that is actually
motherfuckers.
pretty awesome.
Wait, are you on Google Play? Because I'll subscribe
I
now.
tried to submit it, but like it wouldn't send it to my email, so I have to redo it.
You just have to redo it. Okay. when
but
you do
yeah.
that, let me know. Just send me a message.
Soon
and
to
I'll
be on
subscribe
Google
it.
Play and Stitcher if I can get that going. But
So the only
definitely on
reason we
iTunes.
say it is because
What's the hook?
Tito will
of it?
be on an upcoming episode.
What's the hook of Nerd Odyssey?
Nerd Odyssey is it fills in nerd holes that I lack.
All three.
like, all three holes
At the
hidden
same
in
time.
there. Like things that
a
I'm
regular-
interested in that I never consumed,
regular
like
Scott
a TV
gangbang.
show.
Fill my nerd
It's
hole.
a good thing we're not talking over each other.
Yeah, huh? I just
or a
got really
band
close.
or something that I know a little bit about, but I invite.
Now you know what
somebody
it's like
who's-
to be on circuit board with you and Kendra, asshole.
You guys
This is
just do
all
that.
it's like. It's just them doing bits on the side while Bon and I are trying to have a
it's
conversation. And they hate black people, so that's the other side of it.
Well, Florida.
Well, that makes sense. Hey, well,
yeah, so I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, you're gonna
which
do
is
an
the Springsteen manifesto.
yeah,
I guess.
And I was
Cool. So
thinking-
I mean, like, it's just like a real bunch of real like, it just like ties together in just like a positive message of how to live your life.
A
so to
very
speak.
sad, positive message. Like he's so
like a
earnest.
realistic.
If you listen to Bruce Springsteen, like the problem with it is like he is so unbelievably earnest that you look at the music and you only have one of two options when you hear it, which is there's no like middle ground with it. You're either like it's so overly earnest, it's like this is a little fake and over the top and saccharine, like Born in the USA. It just sounds like
That's awful.
I
Does he really have a song
it sounds
called Born in the USA?
He sounds
You idiot.
eccentric.
I hate him.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah,
Bruce
like
Springsteen. Now that I know
it's very eye rolly, but the opposite is because he's been like doing this for like fucking 40, 50 years.
running out of
like
material.
no, it's,
He just keeps playing the same.
the other
thing.
option is like he is the most earnest
like religion.
person that has ever existed, and you just like it's overwhelming, and you just need to like dive in and accept that everything that he's saying he actually believes.
Is he dead?
And then no, he's
No,
still
no, he's
alive. I saw him
still
a year ago,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was
does he
the most
deserve to
amazing
be dead? Is
concert
what
of
I
my
meant to
life.
ask.
No.
Will he die as a legend? Is what
Oh yeah,
we're-
absolutely, hands down.
Yeah, the way you were talking about it, like it seemed like you know we brought it up like kind of for a while. It was like a religious experience almost.
Yeah.
It's like everybody there is just like on their feet and just like. Bruce
I can't believe
Springsteen
you've
is
never
doing
had that kind of
salutes.
experience.
Do you want me to
at a
like
concert.
tell you a
amazing,
lyric
yeah.
of his?
Sure.
Okay, this is a story of like a guy who like he goes racing in the street after work because like he lives in a shitty town and everything, so he like has like a shitty 9-to-5 job. He
Right.
goes and he races in the street. He meets a girl who was with some other guy, and he beats him in a race, and he wins her and everything, and they like have a life together. But like life gets really shitty for them, and so he says, "What's the lyric? Now there's
I'm
wrinkles."
gonna block him out with my
Shut up.
rubbing this against my neck and going.
The song's called Johnny the Racer.
Really deep.
Now there's wrinkles around my baby's eyes as she cries herself to sleep at night. When I come home, the house is dark, and she sighs, "Baby, did you make it all right?" She sits on the porch of her daddy's house, but all her pretty dreams are torn.
It's not a lyric.
She
was gonna
stares
say that.
off alone into the night
Run on
with the
science.
eyes of one who hates for just being born.
And God bless America.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
when you
I
hear
can
it
dig
sung
it.
with music and like
Yeah, with everything else.
build
it's
up,
like-
it's like it's no, he's able to paint a
here we
picture.
go.
Anyways,
Yeah.
whatever.
That's interesting.
One Pump Chump was talking about a story of walking into somebody shitting, and we went off, and he's like, "I'm not going to continue." So in West Philadelphia, I'm not
Born
going
and
to
raised on the playground.
We're
is where you
listening,
stand.
One Pump.
Is anybody still
I'm
there?
not going to continue.
OPC. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know me.
me.
That's right. But no, Tito, you had the idea of doing like a driving thing because you want me to experience some of this music driving or riding.
don't-
it.
I was
don't
like,
know.
what the fuck is he talking
That
about?
is very specific.
Yeah. Like where would Scott be listening? Like in a bathtub with like the lights turned low?
Yeah,
Like
I'm
candles.
washing
Holding a
his
cantaloupe up to my ear.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, wow, this is the Bruce Springsteen.
Washing his
Born in
back.
the USA. Yeah.
scrubbing his back.
If you do this Bruce Springsteen, then the next episode you have to do the band Every Time I Die, which is one of my favorite bands.
Do I have to?
Yes.
No,
but
you really
can't-
don't.
You have to do it. They're really good.
Well, what would be? Because you gave me a
up?
list. You gave me
And-
a long list of like things that
You'd have to
you
listen to
want.
them in the shower.
Is that the way to experience
It
every
has to
time
be
I die?
very hot water.
Wait, what's the name of the band?
Every Time I Die.
God, that name sucks.
I agree. I totally agree.
Every time I die. That's how you say it.
No, that's not how it comes off though. Actually, I genuinely think you would enjoy it.
I might. No, yeah, they are
It-
very popular.
the name is pretty off-putting. I'd agree. Like kind of like Slut Monkey, one might say.
Yeah.
Um,
that.
This is where it gets
Fuck
real
that.
They actually have like
that.
southern riffs and stuff, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah, southern heavy riffs and stuff is pretty fun. What would I give you? I did give you a huge list.
A lot, yeah.
And actually, I wanted to bring this up. Did I bring this up on Circuit Board? Like the one thing you would take to the island, you know,
Yes.
Tito's ultimate question.
What?
Um,
What- one
Yeah,
thing
this is
they
a
would-
good one.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
In
One
what
piece of
category, though?
media you would take to an
No,
island, a
deserted
podcast series, a TV show, a film series if
A
you
book.
want, or
Within
a
each
film,
of those,
a book series, whatever. What would you choose?
if it was a TV series, it'd be West Wing.
Yeah, but if you
Interesting.
had to take one media,
Oh, you mean like
So-
an entire area of me? Like what?
if you had
like
to
the
take,
entire catalog of Bruce Springsteen or the entire catalog of like
Or all the Anne of
potential
Green Gables
podcasts.
books.
Wait, so you're
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
pick what
or like
you like
all the
more.
Harry Potter books.
The books or TV or podcast?
If you had to watch
and
one
of-
thing for the rest
yes.
of your life, what
yes,
would it be?
exactly. Thank you, Phil.
It's not that hard a question.
It really isn't. What are you freaking out about?
Because it's not really about like a specific thing that you love. It's like what's
No,
your
it is.
favorite
It's
way
your favorite thing.
to digest media.
But
So it's
I'm
like,
your
what is your
thing.
favorite? It is. What is your favorite way to digest media as well? It's a lot.
So
I mean, like that's like a different art form. Like music is totally different.
Okay,
than film.
okay, here I'll help
this
you.
guy was sadistic. He was just like, you get to pick either a movie, a book,
Yeah, who's
or
the guy
music.
dropping us off
Yeah,
at
it's
a
like,
desert
why would he
island
give you
with a
any more?
DVD
Yeah.
player?
It's like if you're gonna be,
He's like,
if
all
you're
right,
gonna be
I'll give
difficult.
you one of each.
Yeah, yeah.
thing. You could have one of
It's
each.
like if you're gonna be difficult, you could just sit here with the sand.
if I won the lottery, I'd be like that eccentric millionaire person. that's
Okay,
like dropping
What's
people
your
off at-
answer? Ask a Pathfinder. Here, I'll help you. My one thing of all the television shows I watch,
Yeah.
of all the movie and film series I watch, of all the audiobooks and books
Harmontown.
I've read, it'd be Harmontown the podcast. Like hundreds of hours. I'm going to be entertained the entire time. They do really good intro music and outro music. I get a little bit of that too. I can listen to these guys talk all day. That's my thing. What is yours? Why is this so difficult? Don't answer the second question. Answer the first.
You're overthinking it. Just think of the
So
first thing.
one pump. Like, can you not understand a single thing? Is it because we're talking over each other? Like, you literally can't understand what we're saying?
Is it our accents?
So,
No, he can hear us. Come on. Tito,
I don't-
Tito,
It looks
Tito,
like
Tito,
we're
Tito,
overloading
Tito,
every
Tito.
now and then.
So
like looking at that thing.
I want to be clear on what Tito's question is, or what is the question?
what is my problem with the question?
No. I thought it was your question because the way that Dylan was saying it's like Tito's.
Yeah, it is Tito's question because Tito posed to me once that the one thing I would take to an island if I ever got stuck on that island would be Bombcast. Bombcast the
Okay.
podcast. And that's what you told me. Several times.
You could take a
Here's the
stick
thing,
of
though.
gum.
Like, it's like if I'm on that island, I have no way of like playing video games.
No.
And so
You're
like,
thinking of it
Yes,
too
that's-
logically.
you're thinking
So
about it
I know,
logically.
but
Okay,
like-
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Well, then,
fuck
no.
it, fuck Tito.
Yeah, yeah.
Scott, what would you take?
it's like you just talked yourself out of a question.
Fans of Circuit Board.
no, I'm stupid.
Weird Al Yankovic literally is.
Weird Al Yankovic. See?
Helpful.
He would take Weird Al Yankovic, which means like he gets access
Like he
to the
gets
Weird Al
the
Yankovic
entire catalog.
discography.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what he
Yeah.
gets.
Yeah, he recently released his discography it's all vinyl in
I
a
saw
giant
that.
accordion.
Really?
Yes.
That's
so
amazing.
stupid.
Like, but it's like
awesome.
$700.
Yeah.
Like fuck.
Wow.
You could just get a
anyway.
real
Yeah.
accordion.
Well, it's like
Drill
a
holes.
whole carrot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I on Circuit Board I said this and I stand by it, even though it was kind of a off the cuff thing. Freaks and Geeks.
Freaks and Geeks, the
I've never seen it.
single
Series.
season
Yeah,
series.
it was.
There's only
it was
one series
like
Wow.
13
You're
episodes.
gonna get bored
13,
pretty
14. It was just
It's like, well, I just
so
binge
well
watched it.
done. Like there's not a. I don't think there's a bad episode in that whole.
And I'll give you the Blu-ray 4K version.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
And you get
One pump chump says I would take a pocket pussy.
Cool.
That's actually
Now
Hey,
there's a
that's something
finger,
you can
yeah.
take.
that's
yeah,
not
why
media, but sure.
It's his media.
And I'll give you it'll have the Blu-ray commentary. It'll have the DVD commentary and all
You
that
get
stuff
more
too.
content.
Yeah, you get
Fantastic.
bonus footage.
Dylan
Ooh, I
is
get
so
bonus-
he's such a generous
He's a
captor.
good guy.
Giver.
I would have
He's such
given
a
Tito
giver.
something, but
Yeah.
he doesn't know how to
I
play
would
the
take,
game.
like,
Wesley,
I
what
would-
would you
I
take?
would-
Just shut his mic down. he just cut it off.
I would take the entire like
Nobody can hear.
book
Yeah.
series about how to survive.
He cut you off. So
That would be the thing to do.
that's like the classic. Just he did shut you off for real.
Did you really shut me off?
I want to
There's
highlight.
like
Do we get a nice chair and stuff to sit in
no,
while we watch
you
it?
can take a chair if you
I
want.
want to highlight how dark One Pump Chump got after he used his pocket pussy. Once it's overused, I kill myself.
Wait,
And then Sophie versus Gaming comes in and says hello.
Hello,
Hi.
hi,
Hi,
Sophie.
Sophie. You missed the prior chat because they actually, when they come in, they don't see the chat from before.
Oh,
I'm pretty
so
sure.
she
It got
missed pocket
weird.
pussy.
Yeah, if you could
Like
repaste that one pump in context, I'm curious.
I'm certain what I came into.
A dude
I would be
fest.
too,
You came into
Sophie.
a dude fest.
Oh, so Wes, what would you take?
Probably,
also one pump. When do you know that it's
uh,
overused? Go ahead.
Probably all of Mozart or Bach.
Oh,
that's
God.
pretty good.
What a lame person.
Lame.
Hey, it's
Like
good
all of-
stuff.
So how would you listen? Like a vinyl or a digital?
I would take Chopin in its most pristine form.
I would
vinyl.
actually have Chopin.
I would have
bits
I would
of
have
Beethoven.
Deutschland gramophone vinyl.
What is it?
No, it's
From
like the
the
best. It's the
fatherland.
best vinyl that you can have.
Wow.
I believe.
So wait, you would
That old
take
fucking
Deutsche
horn.
gramophone, whatever.
because of
yeah.
because of the
That's what I remember hearing.
Wait, so
because of what you
oh, yeah.
chose.
Yeah.
I will just give you all of that old crap. That
Yeah, you get all of it. There's a lot of really
You
good
get
stuff, though.
Chopin, you get Liszt, you get Mozart, you get Beethoven.
Hey, you want some
you get it
Paganini?
all.
Hey, now that's what I call music, classical edition.
You want some Beach Boys? I'll throw that in for you too.
Yo, we're gonna give you a clip of Wagner's Ring Cycle.
It's just all shitty. What's yours again? Oh yeah, it's like a
Hum in
podcast.
Town podcast.
I'm in town.
I don't know. Like I'm thinking about it. I'm kind of torn between either the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast because like I love everything that
That's
they
what you
do.
should take.
Hey, so
Or-
Whatever else
Sophie's down
you
to play. She'll get a pocket dick. All right.
All right, that's called the dildo.
That's called a dildo.
That's also a small dick.
We should also
Yeah.
post to Sophie. The
Sophie's
question.
choice.
Sophie,
The questions.
Sophie's choice.
Sophie's choice.
Sophie,
We're doing a
it's
little
your
bit of
choice.
Sophie's choice.
The
Which
que-
baby
the-
goes to the Holocaust?
The question at hand, Sophie, is if you were stuck on an island, you had one piece of media to take with you, what would you take? Mine was a podcast called Harmontown. Scott's was a show called Freaks and Geeks. Who cares? Phil?
It's
So deflated.
No, Martha.
It's either maybe like the whole Tell 'em Steve Dave series, just because I'm still really into that.
Yeah.
Oh
that should be
fuck,
it.
there's a few.
Tell 'em
Maybe
Steve
that, or I love The Simpsons. Like I just feel like, and they've never stopped. So I mean, like
Yeah.
there's a lot I could not see.
You'd still get crates of new DVDs.
Yeah, I know.
every
I would
week.
still be washing above.
So here's the
shore.
thing. I think you would get
Or-
sick of The Simpsons and you'd get less sick of Tell 'em Steve Dave because the
Mhm.
thing also with podcasts is you kind of feel like you're there in a room.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
people.
I mean,
Yeah.
like I do or listen to more like Tell 'em Steve Dave frequently than I do The Simpsons. Like I haven't watched in a while,
wanna
but
listen to that more.
um,
I've listened to a handful of episodes.
Yeah.
What is the name of this podcast?
Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Tell him Steve.
Yeah,
So-
it's kind of like off of Kevin Smith's like
Okay,
the
the
Smodco.
Smodcast network.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a Comic Book Men television show?
Yes.
So it is the guys from that. Did they record in the basement?
No, they record in the
basement.
stash, in the secret stash.
Okay. So it's the guys from that, or a handful of the guys from that, and then one of the guys from one of my favorite improv troops, maybe my favorite improv troupe,
Mhm.
Tenderloins,
Mhm.
Also known on TV as
Impractical Jokers.
Impractical
yeah.
Jokers.
Okay.
yeah. Which you've said something negative
it.
about once, and I never forgot about it.
And I never
and
forgave
you've never
you.
even seen it.
What did I
That's
say?
the-
Did I say that
Get
sounds
outta here.
annoying?
No, you said that somebody told me that it was awful, and so I won't watch it.
When do you
What are you
when do you
talking
guys
about?
consume most of your podcast?
When?
Like like
When?
driving,
Not
commuting.
anymore. I used to do it. I used to be able to listen to it during work, but now I'm not allowed to. So it's like while I'm driving.
I have a I have a
biggest
hard time
bummer
listening.
ever.
I have a hard time listening to it too. But I caught up like most like all the stuff you should know, most of Smodcast, everything at work. But now I just like the ones that I really like Tell 'em Steve Dave. That's the only time. Like whenever it
I've
drops,
had to-
I will make time.
I've had to really
listen to
cut
it.
down on my podcast because my job doesn't allow for it. So when
Yeah.
I drive and when I walk my dog.
Yeah,
You
that's
got to
probably
really
it,
pare
too,
down.
yeah.
I do want to point out that I think one pump chump might have won with his answer, which is I can kind of take the whole of YouTube.
Yes,
that's
that's
a-
what I was.
that's
gonna
a
It's
good
say.
kind
one.
of cheating, but that's a good move.
That's a good one.
It's a good move.
Yeah.
The whole
That's
of
a-
It's
YouTube.
weird though. I just want. The
I run out of
internet.
stuff to watch
Yeah,
on
the
YouTube
internet.
sometimes.
You gotta choose
so-
one thing, Sophie. One.
Find one channel
thing.
on YouTube.
Did you? Can you? I'm just gonna pick for you if you don't.
Either play along, play right, or you know what? I
Let's
want to
just pick
change
something
another one
for
real quick.
Tito,
Because
because we all know Tito well enough.
okay, a bunch of
Yeah. What?
gaping porn,
Gaping porn.
Any
Gaping
sort
porn.
of gape.
any sort of gape.
That's
No matter.
porn with an echo.
It's gape. Yeah.
Porn with an echo.
Gaping porn is porn with an echo.
Good night, everybody. That's it.
That was Scott. Everyone, give him a round of applause.
That's one of the best things I've ever heard.
But you know, I'm curious, like because like I always liked Howard Stern when I was younger too, and I listen to him every now and then. Like you know, he's like
Hello,
kind of, like,
hello,
old or
hello.
whatever. But
I can't handle
his
him.
stuff.
He's too
Yeah, a lot of
heavy,
people
man.
can't. Yeah, handle
What are you
that.
talking
But
about?
Who?
Howard Stern.
I can't handle
Like, I
him
like
and then
somebody.
Joe Rogan.
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan.
Oh,
I
you know
know.
what? You know what? I might take Joe Rogan's
No,
podcast.
no, you wouldn't.
No, he's good. Joe
it's
Rogan's
pretty-
good.
you know, it's
Joe
not my
Rogan.
it's not my favorite podcast, but it's expansive. It's always interesting. There's so much of
I
it.
find myself listening to a lot of his little clips that he puts on
Yeah, it's-
Facebook
it's
or
always
YouTube,
interesting.
like he's just talking about something. Yeah, I don't mind him that much. I think the thing I like about Howard Stern or whatever is just like maybe it is like the old nostalgia thing of just like I remember listening to it when I was
I don't
a
really
lot
have nostalgia
younger.
for him.
I've
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, I didn't grow up Albuquerque never had the
No,
Stern
we never,
show.
yeah. It was always on E, and that was like
Right.
the only time I ever got to really
But
see
what
it.
I've heard a
It's just,
lot
like, it
about
was
Howard
fun.
Stern recently is that he's a great interviewer.
Yeah,
some
that's
people
like what
just
he's
talk
trying to-
about, oh, did you hear the Billy Joel interview?
Yeah.
He like
like that's like
he-
his new legacy. or
Yeah,
something
because
that's coming out.
he's on satellite. He can't shock anybody.
Yeah,
He's-
it's hard. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't do like the whole lesbian, gay, whatever.
But
all
he
that
is a
shocking
really
things or whatever.
good interviewer.
Yeah, but he had some like fun bits that I always
Is he
enjoyed when I
like
was younger.
is he like Marin before Marin was Marin or something?
No, no.
Not
really-
really.
I
I love
classic.
Marin though.
No,
but,
I don't mean his early stuff, but just in like his interview
Somebody
style
clicked on
because it's
that.
loose, like Marin is.
Well, yeah, and I mean he
Kind of,
he
yeah.
cuts right to the thing that everyone's talking about.
Oh my God, another person who loves Epic Sex Guy. I
One
love
Pump
Sex
said
Guy.
I would actually watch Captain Sparkles, but that's because I watched him as a kid. I think I'd take Epic Sex Guy remixes. I don't know what these things are.
You'll never see. I love Epic.
Oh,
I would
those are
take
awesome.
Nobody else
That's
likes
not
it.
funny.
I would take
What
the
is
entire series of Captain Underpants.
Okay, cool.
Those are pretty great. It was pretty great.
So
Or,
Epic
uh,
Sex Guy is just like
They're pretty good.
there was like a European band that played like at a film at an award ceremony, and this guy who looked like what did he fucking look like? He looked
banana.
like what's that?
He looked like a banana.
No, even better. He looked like some guy from like Street Fighter, and he's just rocking that saxophone so fucking hard.
He looks like
Why is
Bal-
it
he looks
weird?
like Balrog?
He does that. Like it's he's just
Vega.
like rocking the sax. It's so like intense, like how like fucking into it he is. Like you guys should watch it. Put it on somebody.
Yeah, I can do that. I heard that.
I bet it's gonna be Clarence Clemens.
Nobody's gonna like it because every time I show it to people, nobody
I
gets
bet
it.
it's gonna be
I love
Clarence
it.
Clemens.
I heard that on
Really?
who? Not Roe Jogan. Who are we talking about?
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. I did hear about a funny bit that he did once with the guy from Star Trek who has the really sexy
George
voice.
Takei.
That was
George
awful,
Takei.
George
George
Takei. I'm
Takei.
so sorry.
Yeah.
But apparently they had George Takei. He had George Takei on,
Yeah.
and they brought out they lined up a bunch of guys,
Yeah.
and they all took out their penises, and then
Yeah.
George Takei like rated each one of them.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
like-
oh my,
yeah, yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah,
I
see,
like
and
the
that's something
bird.
like they have a lot of.
funny.
There's hours, like 4 hours a day, basically for years. Like he has an extensive catalog, and then he has Howard TV, which is like a bunch of behind the stuff, or like the girls on the Sibians and stuff like that. It's a bunch of
Yeah,
great
that's a
stuff.
magic box.
But I
That's for
probably
the
still
board
would
game.
take.
You know,
Stones too,
I would
but-
probably take Alex Jones's show, so that way I can
just kill yourself.
I've
So
never
that way-
seen a whole thing of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that the Jones report, where the fuck it's
Yeah,
called. So that way, like when I'm on a small island by myself, I can still be really angry
Yeah.
and fearful of how the world's going.
Yeah. Actually,
Who
Who are you
Right.
talking about? Roe
Alex
Jogan?
Jones.
Oh, okay.
I'll just take all of
That guy's
Alex
a fucking
Jones's
weirdo.
shit.
They all want to smash the pink monster up there.
Pink Monster looks stoned as fuck.
Wait, real quick. I guess maybe Scott might have this one ready to go on
Here,
the
you,
fly.
Scott, you got this
Do you
one
have
first,
your top 10 music that you would take on a desert island?
Shit, that's
Top-
a,
top
ten's a lot.
10?
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Okay, we
but
could go
when
top
you really
5,
think
yeah.
about it, I mean,
We
have
could go
it,
top
and I
5.
have the
You
actual
have
list.
Me too.
Maybe
I have
top
the
3.
playlist.
Yeah.
Ready, go.
Mozart, Bach.
Mozart, Bach,
It's all
Chopin.
Mozart's brother.
like the only
Mozart.
one here who's like educated. Like he has like a
Mozart's
nice
brother.
defined
Mozart.
palette.
You would change the last name letter.
Dude, you guys listen to like Beethoven's Erica Symphony? He wrote it about a bitch, man. That shit was hardcore. Okay.
Top 5 music for me. Let's see.
Sorry.
They Might Be Giants,
Mhm.
Pixies.
I only know the one song from Pixies.
I mean, still this day, I'm
Born
a
in the
pretty
USA?
big and know like a lot about Radiohead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like really, I've been getting more and more into them. Like
And
I've always
the-
listened to them off and
The
on.
last
I feel like
few albums have been really experimental and weird that I
Yeah.
haven't really digested fully.
I listened
if
to
you
one
like
of their
Pink
newer
Floyd,
ones.
you might enjoy Radiohead's style.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like I listened to the new CD. I liked it. I can't remember what it's called.
Moon-Shaped Pool.
That's it. Yeah.
man.
I would take
That's pretty
Fairgrounds.
I
so I would
think a
never
better
die.
question is who would you bring to the island?
Actually, that is a
Ooh.
good question.
Good question.
I want to see yours.
Mozart.
It's all the ones about
All
Crash
the
Driver
leaders.
to my dad. No, it's all these
Can
5.
you play the Stratovitsky?
That list was a
Yeah, I've seen him
slut.
like
Yeah.
8 times.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
What was that?
And then
That's
these
one
are
of
the
my
rest
top
them.
ones, actually. What
Hey,
is
we have
it?
the same- one of the same on the
Juniper?
top.
Yeah,
Who?
not Juniper. What the fuck is that one?
The
can't
very
remember.
first album.
Yeah,
Sophie's
yeah,
a
whatever that
freak.
one is.
I
That
just
one's
want
like
to
the
point
best.
that out.
There's a band named Toe.
TOE. Actually, you would like them. They have a very kind of jazzy, classy feel to them.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
They're all instrumental Japanese band.
All the animals. And
Yeah, mine is like-
pass out from the
let's see.
hotness.
Ooh,
Sophie,
One Punch
you
Up's like
crazy
some
girl.
Logic.
Fuck
You guys
that
heard Logic?
puppet.
You've heard Logic.
I would take Logic. Okay.
Yeah, you heard Logic.
Yeah.
What'd you take?
Logic is a cool. He's
White
uh,
rapper dude
white
from
rapper
the.
Oh, I know that guy.
He's a white
I've heard of that
rapper.
guy.
He actually is from like the hood. He was on Harmontown.
Mm.
Okay, so
on Harmontown.
who would you take? I like this question. This is a good one.
Who would I take?
Who would you? Bear
Hold on,
Grylls
wait.
is a really good
I'm
one
gonna
to
give
say.
mine real quick because I didn't give mine. But I would take Deftones, Nine Inch
Whole
Nails,
band.
Opeth,
All 5 Deftones.
and probably Circus Survive.
Deftones might be top 20 in mine.
Really?
Love me
Nice.
some Deftones.
Deftones are
Jessica and I
good.
us
Yeah.
was on
Yeah,
last
it's
year.
Nice.
Okay. I would take Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, do we not do
That's
Tito?
it, and-
we
and-
keep
and- and that's-
excluding him.
And
You
that's
fucked up the
it.
first question.
That's it. No, I would take Bruce Springsteen. Maybe Avashi Cohen.
Who's that?
Avashi Cohen is an Israeli
Man.
jazz bassist.
Oh, no, it's really
who
ma'am.
is unbelievable. He's such an amazing composer.
Yeah.
He's such an amazing musician.
But person. I guess
Oh, we
person-
just
okay.
came out.
outside of musician.
Let's see.
Wait, well, I think I know how I have to answer that.
Anne Hathaway.
What,
Maybe?
did you think he was gonna say Elena?
No.
Oh. No, I would never think such a thing.
You're an idiot.
I wouldn't take.
Yeah.
Well, I
Jess.
mean, like, if what's her name's?
I know that.
Cool. Hey, what's your top? I know you're sick, but I'm gonna make sure she has strep
Mime it
throat.
to us. Don't
What's
use
your? What are your top 5 bands you would take to a desert island?
Or
Oshkosh.
who would you take?
Or who? Yeah, who would you take? Fuck that one.
Yeah.
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 Would you take Dylan?
No,
or-
you would. No, you can't pick Dylan
Living or
I mean, it'd give you a reason to die, but
because
Why
we
would
you
said
can.
no.
You would take him?
That's a boring answer.
It's such a. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a boring. Yeah, pretend Dylan died. Like he died and a
and
bunch of
Scott
crabs
said
like
living or
ate his
dead.
inside.
Yeah, he died.
He died on the plane over to the island.
He had a heart
And
attack.
you've gotten past the whole crying and
Yeah.
mourning phase.
She would take her her very first boyfriend, who also actually died.
Oh wow, that's good.
This is great.
So who would you take?
And now we're gonna
Like
talk for
Dylan's
women.
the boring answer. We all know Tito would take Elena. We're just
Yeah, obviously.
of course, I would take Danielle all the time, every single time. Danielle. That's all I do. Anyway, but we can't take significant others. Thank you. Who would you take?
Yeah, good call. You cannot take significant others.
So we're talking about someone you know.
Anyone?
No.
Like even if you want to take like Johnny Cash, sure.
That would suck.
Stop taking musicians.
If you want to
Channing
take,
Tatum.
if you want to take Billy Bob Thornton,
No.
who does?
I take
both?
MacGyver. That's pretty good.
It's my dick.
Man, somebody already said Bear Grylls. That actually makes me mad. I would have taken Bear Grylls.
Yeah, Bear Grylls.
I love me some Bear. I used to have Bear Grylls
No,
night.
no, no.
I would watch it weekly, kind of like I do Game of Thrones now, with like friends. You know,
So who would just?
My friend Sarah
Jessica would take Sarah
Ooh.
knows how to cook and things
because she knows how to cook
Because
and make
she
things
knows-
out of clay.
Awesome.
She knows how to make a dreidel.
dreidel.
I made you out of clay.
Wesley,
person and yeah.
God,
Oh,
what else
geez.
doing?
That's good.
Jesus Christ.
that wasn't a question though. What are you doing? What?
What else is I doing?
Tito has a
Shit.
bigger pile.
It's
Oh God.
Would you be bad? Yeah.
It's
Wes,
like
who
a
would you
mountain.
take? Who would you
I
take
would take
on
the
a?
person right in the middle. I feel bad for him. He looks like he needs a hug. I want to hug him so bad.
Talking
me?
about you.
Yes, you.
You talking about me?
Jealous Sophie. Hmm.
Oh, Wes isn't.
He's single. Show
Where
him
are
how
you, Sophie?
Wesley, show him how single you are.
Look at this.
This is a man who is single.
Did you realize how
Nope.
dangerous it was?
Nope.
Halfway through
Nope.
the-
Ain't gonna
Probably
eat
made
it.
of pure poisonous plastic.
Eating gay beach ball. Eat these balls.
Hey,
We can play that. Who'd
Yeah.
you take?
I don't know. Probably someone who would be Maybe like a monk guy.
Yes.
that'd be cool.
Nice.
So you can kind of like be at peace
Thich
with your mortality.
Nhat Hanh.
So somehow it's even
Tignataro.
quieter here on the island
Did you
with
say-
my monk.
Did you say Tignataro?
No, I said Thich Nhat Hanh. He's a
Tignataro.
I was like, you would take Tignataro.
he's a Vietnamese Buddhist. I'm educated.
I would take Baba Ganoush.
Cool.
The dish.
Nope, the
The
man,
Baba Ganoush.
the mystery, the legend.
Zababa.
That's a really hard question. I don't know who I would take.
It is difficult. Actually, it's way more difficult than a PCI.
Yeah. I'd still want to be alone. I don't want to be with
I'd
people.
rather be. What if you took Kendra and then you two can bicker?
I think you'd go
Yeah.
crazy.
Bicker the whole time.
Do you
The whole
guys
fucking
think you would
time.
go crazier if you had to take one person with you than if you were by yourself?
It would have to
I-
be a very special person. Because, no.
That was a quick no.
But, yeah, like,
There's a movie coming out about this actually. This
Really?
is the two
Castaway?
people they get. It's kind of like that. There's these two people that they crash land in an airplane, and they're the only two survivors. The pilot dies,
Yeah.
and then they need to get
Oh,
off
with
that
Alter Salva? What's his name?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Altris.
and
Altris. I don't know his name.
Titanic Girl.
Kate
Titanic Girl.
Nate
Kate
Winslet.
Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet.
Oh, I might take Kate Winslet. She's great. She's amazing.
She's
she
great.
could like act scenes. We could do improv together.
I would take her. I would take Resident
That'd
Evil.
be like
woman.
the worst. Like if I don't know, that'd be the worst thing to just do improv.
Do you guys
about
know
stuff.
of any like studies of pure isolation? Like, doesn't it just like make you crazy?
That's why they put
Yes.
people in isolation.
Didn't they do
Right.
like the
Yeah.
Russian? Oh no, that's the Russian sleep study or something like that. Is
What's
what
that
I'm thinking
one?
of? Like
Oh
where they
yeah,
put
I
a-
heard
they,
about that. That shit's fucked up.
Yeah, like they took a bunch of like Russian volunteers and pumped in a gas that wouldn't let them fall asleep for like 5 hours for 5 days or something like that.
Oh, I have
and
heard of that.
Wonder
yeah,
Woman's
and they
supposed
like
to
went
play
insane and like killed each other.
Murder, Mary, Kill.
Have you guys
What
ever
is
played
it?
The Forest? It sounds like this.
Awesome.
It's a fair point.
What's the forest?
What is?
I think it's just a bunch of gobbledygook. I think that's what he's just saying.
Yeah. Burnt Bagel.
Was also a creepypasta.
Oh, the Russian sleep thing is also
creepypasta.
creepy. Yeah, I read that
Didn't they
creepypasta.
do-
Have you guys read
maybe that's what I'm thinking
creepypastas?
of. Yeah, there's some really good stuff.
Yeah, you were thinking of a fake
Creepypasta.
story made up by somebody.
Wait,
By some
it
fake
is-
people. Fake
was
Russians.
that Russian experiment like a fake story?
I get. Well, no, I've heard of them
Possibly.
doing stuff like. Oh no, maybe I'm confusing it. There was another study where it's like they had a bunch of volunteers.
That was a creepypasta.
No. It was like they were all in prison, and one person would listen to a voice. Coming through like a radio that would tell them what to do to the prisoners.
yeah.
Something
I-
like
I-
that. Maybe
I
that's what I'm
understand.
kind of.
Jessica, what's that called? The prison experiment.
Yeah, it was like a famous
The
psychology.
Stanford
experiment.
prison experiment?
Stanford prison experiment.
Stanford
yeah,
prison
somebody just made a
experiment.
movie about it.
Maybe that's
recently.
what I was thinking
Oh,
of
The
instead of
Wave.
the. I mean,
Well,
like
no,
yes,
no,
that
no,
is
no,
a
no.
creepypasta, but yeah.
It was. It like just came out a couple years ago.
So I could be real.
Means you don't actually know if it's fake, so it could be real.
It's true.
Have you guys read creepypastas?
I like
I read,
creepypasta.
like-
What is
little bit.
creepypasta?
Creepypastas user-generated stories. Apparently, they could be real. No, they're not. They're user-generated stories, as far as I understand, and they're all like supposed to be scary horror
They're just like
stories.
Scary
Like
stories.
Slender Man is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
famous
Slenderman.
one. Yeah.
Well, I actually don't think that started on creepypasta. I think it was like before creepypasta.
I thought it was a
existed,
creepypasta.
if I'm not
I don't
mistaken.
know.
If you
Like
guys could
Jeff the
double check
Killer.
for
Have you
me.
heard of Jeff the Killer?
I
They're
know-
really fun,
I
though.
know
I
about
like-
salad.
I love
I know about
creepypasta. I love
salad
me some
fingers.
Yeah, like I don't know if he's a
cool.
creepypasta. But
I don't think
That's a
just
Tim
Tim
Burton
Burton.
cartoon.
Yeah.
Wait, that was Tim Burton.
Yeah, it was a Tim Burton animation.
That was
No,
no.
That was
shit.
not
Was
Tim
it
Burton.
really?
That looked like it was
Salad
made by
Somebody
children.
look that up.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I'm
Salad
thinking of
finger.
Spoonfinger?
No,
No.
It's salad finger.
was
I
not.
Because he had
no,
the
you
rusty
think of
spoons.
Spoon Man.
You're thinking of
Salad
spoon.
fingers had the
Chris
rusty
Cornell,
spoons?
R.I.P.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was not Tim Burton. I'd be
No,
so
that's not Tim
surprised.
Burton. Somebody Google that. We don't have phones here. Jess, can you Google that?
Scott's looking it up.
Oh, Scott's looking. Do you know Salad
He
Fingers
did
was made by
not
Tim
be
Burton, the same man who did?
Okay, David.
Pirates of the
It's
Caribbean?
made by David Firth. What? No.
What is salad fingers? Does
Hold
he-
on, wait.
does he
What
He
is-
said it right there. Salad Finger is
British Flash animation internet series created by David Firth in July 2004. It gained
There
rapid
is a-
internet popularity, such as the San Francisco Chronicle ranked
He
it among the
copied that.
top 10 pop culture phenomenon for 2005. No, he knew it off the top of his head. Sophie Gaming said I would take the guy in the middle to cough. I would take Trump to kill, and I would let the person with that awesome ponytail to murder my ass. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna murder you, bitch. No,
I
that's
think he was talking to me.
I am murder you, bitch.
no
Where's she
shit,
taking
I
me?
know.
She's gonna fuck you.
She's gonna fuck you,
and then cough on you.
Sophie, you're a
She's gonna-
woman. I can't remember. It sounds like
She's
a
gonna
woman's
give you a
name. I don't want to
disease.
make assumptions,
Yeah.
but I do want you to rate Wesley on a scale from 1 to 10.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
God, not again.
No, we are
Because
not.
Wes
doing
is
this.
gonna get a 10
I don't-
again. And
Does
we
he
all
get a
got
10
pity
all the time?
10s. Yes.
I remember.
Here's the.
He's not talking into the mic.
So
Here,
I
I'll
heard
hold up my
actually a very
fingers.
good argument from this
Wait,
girl.
Wes was about to talk.
Stop it.
Oh no, I just.
Go ahead, Tito.
He puts it down.
I was gonna say I remember like being in like high school, whatever,
high
and
school.
like having that moment where
People
like
rate you.
yeah, it was like me and like my two best friends, like Matt and Alex, and like we were hanging out with like this group of girls that they were both their
Attractive.
girlfriends, and they like rated us. And like Alex got like I don't know, like 6s and 7s and like personality and like charisma and like attractiveness and all this stuff, and like Matt got like straight 10s because he was like a brooding asshole who's like a real bag of shit. Not anymore. You're great. We just had differences.
Because you're
And
clearly
I got
watching.
straight 0s,
Yeah?
and I was like, "What?"
But you were a shitty kid. You get
No
a 10 in
shit.
personality now.
Tim Burton made Edward Scissorhands, guys. You guys are all fucking idiots.
thinking of?
No. There was.
Oh, Edward Solid Hands.
I still want to go.
10,000.
a 10,000.
Wes got a 10,000. Hey,
Oh my
That
God.
follow
was
him
only-
on
That's
Twitter.
that's,
That was
that's
at
like
50,000.
Saiyan
That's
level.
pretty
Yeah.
That's still a fifth is still pretty good. 1/5.
I mean, like on a real note,
Oh, is Dylan getting real?
there's this relatively famous
Like,
Twitch
you know
streamer
he's going
girl.
down
She's like she said like stop talking about like people's looks on stream, because as soon as like you mention it or somebody in the chat mentions it, then that's all they start talking about, and they're like, oh yeah, that girl in the middle, yeah, I really like her lips, or I don't like that.
And
yeah.
then it gets rapey.
Yeah, and it gets weird. And
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
agree, but still, I want to rate Wes. All of us.
Did you say rate?
Say 3. If
No, you
will
didn't say
smash
rate.
3.
I said rate.
Okay.
Oh, you said rate.
For the first
Unlike
time
your- unlike your-
ever, he said
Unlike
rape.
your rapey improv scene, I was like, please just let
Who are they
this
talking
happen.
about? Who are you trying to fuck?
3.
We should
No,
ask
no.
Jess. Jess,
Three.
you should rate us.
Guinea pigs.
Rate
Oh,
the guys.
God, I don't want to go through this again.
Tito, you would get straight zeros again. Just that is your life.
I
Deal
know.
with
That's
it.
why I don't want to do this.
So yeah, you were talking
Did my
about
fate at 0, so don't worry about
you were
it.
talking about like Sarah Ha. Sarah, what is it? How do you pronounce it?
Saraha. I don't know. The new
Saruman?
Yeah,
It's
Sarah.
Sarah and it ends with an H.
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you
so-
what do you guys think of the current the Trump doing the thing? I feel like we should talk about that. 'cause
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
It's I think
Enough
it's-
about rating our looks. Jess gave us all
Let's rate
zeros.
Trump.
Trump's
Gets a
look.
10 for hot.
He also gets a
Nashability.
10 for policy
10 for policy.
out of 100.
Nice. God damn it, Wes.
I mean, it's pretty fucked up. I don't know what else to say, but
I
yeah,
would
it
fuck
is. Like,
myself if I could, says one pump chump.
Yeah.
the guy,
I would
the
too.
professor who predicted predicted all of the elections or whatever
Who-
for a
who is-
long time.
What was his
He's
name?
I forget.
No,
but
he like counted the blinks. Am I right?
The blinks.
or
Yeah,
he,
there's some guy who
there's
did
one
a
that-
study.
he
There's 182 of
retroactive.
those.
He went back and he looked at all the pointers to who would win the elections, and he guessed like a ton. And then he also is predicting that Trump will get impeached. And do you think that'll happen? Do you guys think he'll get?
It seems like
impeached?
he's always on the verge of
I
it.
feel like you're really pushing this in.
Well,
Your
I don't know.
agenda.
Well, I
Wes's agenda.
His alt-right agenda.
yeah. My alt.
Yeah, how was that? How was that march you went on last week? Did you like that march?
Not a 10 anymore, are you?
you know, guys, like I'm gonna say something controversial here, and
Here it
I'm
comes.
gonna
He's gonna
I'm
try
gonna
and throw a
say
joke in.
that
Yes.
like I
Sorry.
Watch
Get
this.
ready, Wes. Throw
I
a
just-
joke
Watch
in.
this, you guys.
I'm against Nazis. Like
That's
it's
a bold
it's a
statement.
bold statement, but yeah, it's bad.
You get the Wes thumb of approval.
He doesn't
No,
give
I-
that to just anybody.
We should
doesn't.
ask Jess because I know Jess is very passionate. Do you think Trump will get impeached?
I do not, because he's done so many horrendous things already.
I do not, because he's
Oh.
already done so many horrendous things already.
Mhm.
I didn't catch the last part.
Thank you. Thank you. Jess.
I don't know. You can't. You keep talking to this person without a microphone.
Oh, that's
off
right.
Screen.
Well, she's sick.
It's
I'm
really
sorry.
weird.
Wes had his mic
Right.
down for a while. Too. he was doing that for the longest.
Professionalism.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he will.
Okay, they're rating us.
One side to the other, starting with.
Oh God, and not
The
this
right,
again.
the right is Tito. Tito's got 23,000. Scott's got 13,000. Wes, you got 23,000. Whatever your name is, you have 13,000. I have 24,000.
Wait, no, no, you have 23,000.
No, I have 24. It starts from the right.
From her
She
left.
said
Camera
from the other, starting
With my
with my
life left side
life
to the right.
side.
From the left to the right.
My life side.
23,000,
The life side is the right side.
22,000.
Yeah, you're
What
right.
is it? Why does Wes sound like a?
I'm still 13,000, so I'm still fucked. So whatever.
Well, like he has Cinnamers?
They're saying something about you. I don't know.
I can't see over there.
I can't either.
Oh, I'm finally going to an eye doctor.
Awesome.
Jellyfish over there.
See,
No,
I
you
Did
don't
I
know.
get a 13 or a 24? I can't tell.
Wes has shit to clean up, so don't
Yeah.
talk to.
Why is it on the floor, Wes?
Because he
You're a
breathes.
child. You're not only the baby of the house.
You didn't see anything. I didn't do it.
The life side.
I'm tired and I can't spell.
Cool. We'll just assume. I'll assume I got my 13. I'll just do it.
What's good, guys? What's going on right now? What are we doing?
We're doing a
Does this
podcast.
happen every week?
What's happening?
Yes, it is.
We started doing burnt bagel. We had some energy, and now we're just like mulling about. Yeah,
Bunk
let's do
tub.
that.
Bunk tub.
Bunk
Bunk
tub.
tub. This is. We should have a bunk tub segment.
Segment. It's like,
And what
now
happens in the
it's a
bunk tub segment is anything bunk
We gotta
tub
get
related.
another bunk tub. That's
Anything
the
bunk
first
tub
clue.
related?
Anything bunk tub related. So who's got something? Come on, give me something.
Georgina. Georgina.
Yeah.
Georgina.
What?
You put my goddamn car keys down.
I'm leaving. Uh-oh.
Every time you breathe.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Georgina.
No.
You stop.
I can't breathe that hard.
Yes, you can, Georgina. Georgina, you're dangerous
Oh.
to be behind
Wow.
the wheel. You blow out my windshield. I have to get it replaced every time.
Breathe through your goddamn nose mouth, breather.
Look, I need to go to Walgreens, and I need to get my meds.
I can do it for you. Every time you drive the car, I gotta repair it. Just sit and watch some Netflix. That's why I got it.
I can't. I need to go get some Pepto-Bismol.
I can. What?
And see.
Hold it in my hand.
Whatever.
Whatever. Bunk
It's,
tub.
The epitome of all improv scenes.
Tito, can you explain bunk tub to us?
No.
Damn it. I'll explain it as best I can in my best Tito voice.
This is.
Why did that come to mind?
That's Tito.
No, that's Phil doing you trying to do an impression of anything.
Of Tito. Oh, of anything.
Tito, yeah.
That's
I was
true.
going for Tito. Dylan would be like,
What is Amazon
Wait, Chris.
Basics?
Amazon Basics is the
It's how to
warehouse
use a-
company that
how to use a
Amazon
machete.
uses.
Basic bitch shit, man.
Yeah, it's basically the basic bitch of Amazon.
I die from laughter.
Oh, are we going back to how we're gonna die? How we want to die?
I think
No,
so.
they
Yeah.
died from laughter. I don't. What was it?
What was it? Yeah.
Bunk
That's fair.
from the scene that me and Wes did.
It was probably
assuming.
Phil's
Bunk
impression
tub.
of my impression of
It was
Bunk
probably
tub.
that one.
Is bunk tub. Imagine bunk beds, but they're tubs. Bunk tub.
Bunk tub.
Oh,
I
good
like
one.
it. No, really.
See, thank you. Everybody likes it. I've made everybody get on board. It's great. You
I'm
invite your
gonna
friends over
continuously
to
to be
take a bath.
opposed
It
to
even
it.
took me like a week to get on
get
the
that.
bunk
Dude,
tub
fucking
train,
bunk
and
tub.
now I'm like all over
Look,
that
there's a train now.
The
There's
bunk tub.
bunk tubs on a train.
We have a bunk tub, Dre. Bunk tub on wheels.
That sounds dangerous
Bunk
as
tub
fuck.
Bitch, we're going town to town showing off our bunk tub. I feel like Wes is gonna go and do some improv.
Is the scene starting, West?
Why don't you start something, Honky?
Yeah.
Bunk tub.
Man, that
Welcome
was
to
worth
Bunk
it.
Tub Palace.
Told you. Told
Hey,
you.
everyone. Come on in. I'll show you the first bunk tub we have on our showroom floor.
Awesome.
Is this the first ever bunk tub?
Yeah. But we outfitted it with a bunch of cool gadgets and gizmos.
Oh.
Check this out. It's a little boy robot. It's a little boy robot that sits in the tub with you.
Can I get it without the little boy robot?
No, he's hooked in.
I actually can't be within 500 feet of a little boy robot.
Look, well, it's a robot. Oh.
I said
Look, well, okay, ma'am. You can just leave out our sliding front doors.
wee.
Okay, everyone else. Climb up.
Oh, okay. I'm going. I brought my swim trunks so I can test it out.
You can
don't
take them
mind.
off if you want.
I will. Zip. Unfold. Is there a way to turn the volume down on this robot?
Yeah, just pull that lever.
There we go. Uh-oh. Let me add some. I brought some WD-40. Robot boy, could I have the back scrubby?
Yes, sir. Soap comes out of his chest.
Oh my goodness.
It seeps out, and then the water comes out of his mouth onto his chest, and it makes the bubbles. It's like a fountain.
Want to know what comes out of my back end?
What comes out of your back end?
Shampoo.
Shampoo.
There's
Wow,
there's the upper bunk boy. Upper bunk tub boy.
I live here.
You're not a robot.
I'm a person.
So this is the only part of the tour. This is the only attraction.
I come with bunk tub.
You come with bunk tub.
I come with bunk tub.
That's kind of. I don't know how to parse that sentence.
That if you buy bunk tub, I come with bunk tub.
I'll take it.
All right, that'll be $4.84.99.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And food forever.
We cut back home. Hey kids, I got you all a present. Bunk tub comes with your very own friend to play with.
Hi,
Ah.
I'm Lucy Valentine. Come upstairs to top bunk.
Dad, I'm scared. I don't want these people in my bunk tub.
Bunk tub spontaneously explodes.
Oh my God, my family!
No. Tub shrapnel.
Porcelain shrapnel.
I'd like to return this bunk tub. It exploded.
What do you mean?
All my kids are dead.
It exploded?
It exploded. Everybody jumped into the top tub and it couldn't support the weight and it fell and
That's
crashed and went down from
strange.
tub shrapnel.
At the factory, we test it. We get big old pushers on each side of the tub and we strain it.
Are you trying to tell me that you think my kids aren't dead?
I think you're lying.
Or I'd kill my own
These
kids?
bunk tubs are hardy pieces of tub.
Don't you try to Sandy Hook me. This was real.
I don't know. How can I know? I need some.
I can't see them.
Sandy Hook me.
Holy shit.
Holy shit is right.
We just started
Have you
getting...
guys actually heard of like they
Thanks for
do
hosting
have,
us, Carbine.
Yeah, Carbine just hosted us. Thank you.
Have you guys heard? I think they have real life sex dolls that are supposed to be that are made to look like kids.
Like kids?
Yeah.
That's
Whoa.
we
I
are
heard
really
about
getting
that.
burnt bagel.
Right. Well, I mean, like
Yeah, it's for to help like people who have
Pedophile.
pedophilic
Yeah, yeah.
urges exercise that in
It's
some
for
safe
that.
and
Tito
time.
knows about it. Yes.
I
How do you
know.
guys
He
feel about
placed his
that?
order. Yeah, that's what I was actually gonna ask.
Wait,
Is
what
like,
are
what do
we
you guys
talking-
feel about that?
Okay, yeah, explain it over.
So basically, like, there's a sex doll they made.
I've heard about
and it's
this.
for like they look like little kids
Thanks
to,
for
I guess,
hosting
try
us,
and
Sophie.
help like kids
If you wanna
or
turn
help
back, it's okay.
pedophiles or something like that get away from their urges. So, what do you
Yeah.
guys think about that? Because it's like,
Well,
you know,
there's
I want to know your opinion.
There's the two planes of thought where it's like it gives these pedophiles who can't really help these urges to have something to have sex with.
An outlet.
But
a safe outlet.
The flip of that coin is it might make them empowered
Act-
enough to really want
Act
the
on
real
their
thing.
instincts.
It
or-
normalizes it.
Well, does anybody know the facts on like
I
does playing violent video games help people with violent tendencies to get rid
sure.
of those
I think
tendencies?
I mean that
From everything I've heard, it's been
that
it's
one's
been
been
proven
bunked
wrong.
up. Yeah.
It's been bunked up.
So a violent person playing violent video games would still be violent towards other people, even if they were
Even if
playing
they
those?
didn't have a video.
No, it
game.
actually
Or-
tames them. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So
Um,
a person who
I-
is violent and would want to kill people, they can't just play Grand Theft Auto and go to bed and like, oh, I
They're like,
I
oh,
got
my
killing
violent
for the
tendencies
day.
are
Right.
done.
Yeah.
All right, Sophie.
yeah.
Sophie says kid sex dolls. That isn't going to fucking help them. It's going to encourage them more to do it.
Yeah.
And then One Pump says that's stupid. It's like saying if I played sports game, am I fit?
Wait.
Right.
I'm trying to like parse the logic.
No,
of
yeah,
that.
yeah. I don't get
see
that
what
last
you're
one,
saying. However, there are like
Somebody else just
groups
started.
of people who are like who like have like group
NAFTA,
chat or something,
not
and they're like
NAFTA.
we have pedophilic urges, but we recognize that this is like a terrible thing, and so like we like have a community where we like support each other.
There's a This
And
American
and
Life
so
about
that
that,
is
yeah.
like a healthy
Yeah.
thing where they're being open about it with at least each other, and they're able to kind of like keep it in check.
Yeah, but do you think that really helps anything then? Like to make them
I-
a doll so they can?
I have to believe that ultimately acceptance or trying to understand somebody is ultimately the helpful way to go.
That isn't the. That's not answering the question.
Yeah.
Okay, ask me the other question.
I have a similar question that might actually help answer this question.
Okay.
Do you guys think that masturbating or jerking off the porn, like
Squashes
the
my-
general public, everybody that does this, which is everybody, do you think that helps with keeping rape down?
No,
No.
I've heard that
I
rape
don't know. I
is
don't think
more
so,
of
no.
a thing about control,
A
and
fantasy.
power. Like that's
Yeah.
what is behind the mentality to rape. It's to be in power or to control.
Sure, yeah, I've heard that too.
and I don't think all the jerking off in the world is gonna. I don't know.
Is gonna prevent somebody who
Yeah.
wants to claim that power.
I say don't make children fuck dolls. That just seems like the safer
No,
bet.
I don't think that's the thing.
Everybody
I-
says no
I
as
think
well.
it's grown men
Yeah.
fucking dolls that look like kids. I
Yeah,
think.
that's what I'm saying. Like children fuck dolls. The
Yeah.
dolls that look like yeah.
children fuck dolls.
Yes,
a fuck
yeah.
doll that's a child. Oh, okay.
It's like a bunk tub, but for
I say
children.
don't make them. Now
Right.
that's a different question.
Yeah.
As to whether or not we actually think it helps them,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I mean,
Jess, you're a psychologist, right? Who's sick? You're a sick psychologist,
You're the
right?
only one who might have the ability to actually weigh in.
She's a oh yeah, that's right. I don't know. I was just
She
kind
has
of
the
curious your opinion
closest-
on that.
like-
yeah.
like, yeah.
Tito, can you hand her her mic or get close? You say just don't even manufacture.
Yeah, well, and I also say don't manufacture.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
I
a
agree.
still a
Yeah,
different question.
Mm-hmm.
because
Right.
wouldn't because
You said
You can
everybody,
get-
but
you
I
can get
haven't
thrown
heard
in
a
jail
lot of
for
people
making-
that don't watch porn.
child pornography.
Yeah,
Wouldn't this
for
be
great
making?
reason.
Wouldn't you be like making a doll that's made for sex that
Right.
resembles a child? Wouldn't that also be making child
Child
pornography
pornography on some level?
On some, yeah.
Well, I feel like God. I don't want to be playing devil's advocate.
No,
for
that's
this,
not playing. That's
but,
not
Go for it,
child-
Tito.
but
You've
like
already dug this
I
hole.
feel like the
Yeah.
no,
No,
you
no,
guys
no,
started
you're
this one.
fine. No, you're fine. I totally get it because it is.
I feel like the argument for that would be
It's
like
an
but
unpopular
nobody's
opinion.
getting hurt
Yeah, it's not the
oh,
same.
if there's a robot or a
or
something.
whatever, nobody's
Sure.
getting hurt, and somebody's excising.
Yeah,
some-
physically right, but the,
Right.
the
but
mental,
what-
yeah.
for
Mentally
the
is
bigger
completely
culture.
different.
Is it
Yeah.
affecting the bigger culture?
Yeah,
so
and I
forth?
say yes.
Yeah.
I say yes.
Digs deeper.
I know. Oh, God.
All right, well
What am I
that
doing?
is follow him on Twitter. No, no, yeah, I just was curious because like I had that thought too. I was like, I don't feel like this is helping anybody. It does feel like it's just like
Yeah, I
but
feel like
it is one of those things that's like, how do you solve it? I have no idea.
Right.
But
Well,
I know
you-
that this isn't the way to
you
solve
solve it like the same way that you might. This is my guess. The same way you might solve somebody that likes to
Shovel
like
breaks.
binge and purge.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you take them to a restaurant. And therapists do this. They'll actually go to a restaurant with them.
Mm-hmm.
What's the correct word for bulimic? Binge
Bulimia,
purge is
yes.
bulimia. You take them to a restaurant. You eat dinner with. I'm the therapist. Tito has bulimia. We
Mm-hmm.
both eat dinner, and then we sit here and we make sure that you don't go to the bathroom
you
to throw up.
digest.
We make sure that you digest it, and yeah. That's the and this is, so that's exposure therapy. So you show them a bunch
Yeah.
of kids.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh my God! I'm glad that somebody else
The
is
shovel
speaking
bro.
to me
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, cool. We can jump off that topic. I just was curious
Shovel
about
breaks.
that. Yeah, yeah. And then somebody said, it's like,
I'm not going to lie. This is hurting my brain so bad. It's only little.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about we move on to something fun?
What's
So,
it's
like,
only
pig.
little? What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't
Like her brain.
like.
Yeah, I
brain
think
is
she's
little.
saying like this is too much
Like-
right now.
like, can't
'Cause she
you
already
just-
said she's drunk and it's like 5:30.
Yeah, it's like 6 in the morning.
How about give us a question too that you would want to hear something.
Yeah, what?
Give
what
us a question.
hard-
We've been asking.
yeah,
Give us a hard
hard
question.
We're hitting
yeah.
all
question.
the
Like
hard
a-
points.
Yeah, we're going all out today. This is the only episode of Burnt Bagel.
Is
we're
there
gonna
anything
have.
that you
Never
guys?
do this
Yeah,
again.
yeah. After
Is there anything that you guys have ever like I have an example if you can't figure one out, but
Go ahead.
have like wanted to like.
what are you
fuck?
talking about?
Is there anything you've wanted to fuck? No. Oh.
No,
No,
Yeah.
the real question is like that you still like you understand that you haven't picked a side of. I know you definitely, but
like a big issue that you just don't know.
or some. It doesn't even necessarily have to be big. Just
I
like
feel
I'm
like
not
we're
sure
trying to get
how
away
I
from something
feel.
controversial, but you're opening up with a question that's meant to stoke controversy.
Yeah.
No, okay, so I have.
Well, I mean,
something-
like, for-
I have
I
something
would-
that's not very controversial.
Okay.
I have a kind of like I go back and forth on like people that like so like for instance, as an example to this question, I was eating at a sandwich place the other day. I was looking across the street, and this girl gets out of the car, and she's wearing like the most generic goth punk whatever regalia that you would imagine somebody like that would wear.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And so here's the two sides of like my brain. One side's like, they want to be viewed like this. They dress like this. Why are you laughing?
I just thought of a Paul F. Tompkins joke. Go ahead.
Laugh about it in your head.
Shut up.
The one side of it is that like, okay, they want to be viewed like this. They're dressed like this. So that's the external output at which you view me, right? I dress like this. Yeah. And then the other side of it is also, why are you judging? You don't know anything about me. Why would you judge me based off just my clothing?
Right.
But and the other side
Yeah.
is like, but you're
But
wearing
you're
my
trying to,
clothing.
yeah, you're
trying to say
expressing yourself
something.
with your clothing.
Yeah, so
I get
like
what you're
I
saying.
struggle with this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys?
I think that's like everybody is hypocritical to some degree. Like we can understand both sides of something. So like your knee-jerk reaction is to roll your eyes at something like that,
Sure.
and then you call me like, well, like the Buddha says, like judge.
then you roll
not
your
lest-
eyes at that.
The Buddha says, judge not lest
Buddha.
ye be judged. That's Buddha said that, right? Yeah, not Jesus.
It's all the
And
same.
so it's I don't know. I feel like that's just like that's a natural thing to have.
Okay.
Because I try to be generally positive in my life. So when I see something small like that really doesn't matter, it weirdly brings me joy. Like I get to hate on this person for a second and then calm myself
I
down.
get that,
Like,
yeah.
ugh, you're so disgusting. You look like you don't live in a place with AC.
Are you talking about yourself?
That's
yeah.
all of us, by the way. Does anybody actually have centralized
I
AC?
do. I do.
I bought one for my room because
That's not centralized AC.
Bored.
I don't know if it's centralized, but it's fucking cold in there.
When I lived in
My
that
apartment
room,
is so cold.
I was just at Satellite Coffee.
Put that mic in your mouth.
because I couldn't.
Put
be
that
in
mic
there.
in your mouth.
Yeah, I
was-
I did it.
was
I
hot.
spent
They
$170
can't
bucks
hear you.
on a window unit, dude.
They can't hear you.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey, would you-
If you could play one game for the rest of your life, what would you play and why? That's from Sophie. And then One Pump says, I don't know how it
NHL
works over in
94.
America, but in Australia, people walk around with no shoes, baggy
Have
clothes,
you
and
played it
overall.
on
It's
Sega
relaxing.
Genesis?
they
We
walk around with what?
It is so fun.
Baggy clothes.
with
It-
baggy
it's-
clothes
it's a
and no
hockey game,
shoes, and it's
But
relaxing.
the AI is so on point.
And I don't know, like that makes more sense to me, and that I get also. But also, like you wouldn't walk into an office meeting like that or into
Yeah.
an interview. You know,
Do you guys
General.
have jump bears?
what's it? Oh, I've heard of a jump.
Jump
bear.
bear, yeah.
Jump bear.
Jump bears.
You guys ever heard of one jump bear?
One
Is it
jump
like
bear.
I've heard of
bears?
One Punch Bear.
One punch bear.
Punch Bear.
Jump bears. They're mythical creatures.
Grope beard.
That of bears that grope bears, drop
Bears.
bears. That's what they're called, drop bears.
Yeah. Is that what I said?
I don't
fuck's a
remember.
drop
Jump-
bear?
Said
They
jump
live
bear.
in trees.
Oh, I'm
in
sorry. Drop
Australia.
bear. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, well, you said jump.
I did not. Play
They live in
tape.
trees and they
Yeah,
like
they
they're
drop
like
down on
monsters,
you.
They
Yeah.
drop down on you and they like demolish.
Well, that's what I
you.
meant. Thank
That's
you, Mr.
awesome.
Yeah,
Pump
it's
Pump.
like this like mythical creature and yeah, dude, koalas will fuck you up. He's just gonna. I guess it's just koalas.
fake.
Oh, okay. I just heard about that. I don't know too much about it.
Yeah.
I would like to go to Australia though. That'd be cool.
Now this koala in this tree,
It's gonna
now
point you.
It's gonna punch you. It's gonna punch you. And it's gonna punch you good.
One punch.
One punch koala. That's what this koala's existed in this tree for the past 16 years. No tourists ever been able to get within 5 feet of him and be unbled.
You ever just try to ask him nicely? You just walk up to him and say, "Hey, can I come up here?"
Their claws give you.
Oh, Daddy, is that a koala? I want to go up and touch it.
You won't go ask him nicely, like
Tell
you
us
would
how
anyone
accurate
else.
these accents are, please.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Koala. You want to go walk about?
There you go, son. Go up and touch him now.
I'm going to touch you, koala. Don't move. Ow. Oh, no.
My boy! My boy's dead!
That damn koala got me.
Oh, he's alive, never mind.
I'm
he's just
about
injured.
to die. Wait,
There you go. Once again, koala
Oh,
377 to 0.
he's been counted this whole time.
Well, I've been proven wrong.
There you go. Give me that fiver.
Here you go.
All right.
You making
Thank
bets
you.
off of me, dead boy.
all
Go on. One of Foster's. Let's go to the bar and get a Foster's. Triple the Bobby. Jesus.
Bert Bagel. And now we read Twitch.
How about? I'm just gonna put this out there, but how about the terrorist attack in Spain? Says Sophie.
I haven't read about that yet.
One
I didn't hear
part,
about that.
clause would give you AIDS. If Steven was here, he would have saved me.
Oh, is that where
Fades
that
into
happened? I
darkness.
heard about
Fosters,
that. I
what's
just
that?
didn't know where it was.
Yeah, what happened? What
It was
happened?
like
What
a.
happened?
Spain?
Does somebody know more about it than I? Because I just
don't.
figured out where it was.
I believe
Just some-
somebody used a car and they like killed 13 people.
No, that was.
I thought that was.
Oh,
somewhere
wait,
else.
That was the
was
thing
that
that happened
Fran-
here, but I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no,
No, that
It
was,
happened
no,
again.
That injured 90 people and killed one. And I believe somewhere, maybe it was France or something. But like, I feel like somebody like swerved off the road. I don't know if it was intentional or not, and like killed 13 people.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, and yeah, I've heard that too. Foster's isn't like a real big Australian.
I
dog.
know.
they
I
don't
know
have
it's
that,
not.
but I get it.
Yeah, it's like
It's-
it's,
yeah, I've
it's
heard that
fodder
before.
for us
Yeah, it's like
Yankees,
piss.
yeah.
Yeah,
trash.
it's like
Shite.
garbage to them. So that's what happened. Is it was in Spain? I didn't know where it happened.
don't
I just
know
know
either.
that somebody.
Nobody look it up. Let's make assumptions.
What do you think these terrorists want? Okay, guys.
Stupid assumption.
Okay, folks. What
What do they want?
It
We had
happened
another
again in
attack here in
Spain.
Barcelona. What do these terrorists want? We haven't gotten like a list of demands or anything from them yet.
Excuse me. I'm a terrorist.
Oh god, we're doing a
What?
bit about this.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm a
You're just
terrorist.
you're a terrorist.
I'm a terrorist.
Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Like a
Somebody put
5-year-old.
handcuffs on him.
No.
Okay, great.
I have my list of demands.
All right.
You had a lisp.
I have
You want a list
Lisp
of
of demand?
demand?
I have
You had
a
a
list of demands. Number 1.
He's adorable.
I want Bob Baca back.
Bob
Didn't he
Barker.
die?
Bob Baca has not come back yet, and I want him.
Bring
him
died.
back.
He died. We replaced him with Drew Carey.
No. Bob Baca's not dead.
This is so weird.
I don't know what else to tell you. Like, what's going on? Are you watching us?
Oh yeah, I was just like. Sorry, that freaked me out for a second. I was watching myself on Twitch.
That's what's
I
weird.
don't know. That weirded me out. Yeah.
And
Well, I don't want to pay
scene.
attention to this scene. So.
Oh my god.
I'm a terrorist, and I quote.
I'm a terrorist.
I'm a terrorist. Excuse me. Excuse me. I just wanted to be a really
I'm gonna
nice, sweet
bomb
little
your
boy
city
terrorist.
square.
Wow.
Oh, hello. I killed all your family.
He says it. He doesn't say it into a mic.
They're dead. I killed them all.
Nobody knows.
Okay.
I killed.
Oh,
but I
look
killed
at
your
you.
mom. I killed
Oh.
your mom and I killed your dad.
Can I just go squeeze your? Come here.
No, I'm a terrorist.
Let me just squeeze those cheeks.
Get a photo with
Stop it.
Okay, come here.
I've never seen
God.
American Sniper. Has anyone seen American Sniper?
Let me do this.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys playing?
I'm doing a scene.
Kill you if you don't let me be a terrorist.
Somebody said
attack
scene.
I will attack you. I'm a terrorist.
Sorry, I totally got off topic.
It's a good thing we're making light of.
didn't like
what
my
happened in Spain.
Your baby
You're
terrorist.
like my Spain baby.
It's like, was
terrorist.
that Spain?
I don't know what that was.
like
actually.
a 7-year-old.
Not
it's true.
mine. Mine's cute.
You know, I really.
Does anybody know the
I-
motivation or
Behind terrorism?
No, behind
No,
the attack.
behind the attack?
I don't know.
I know.
They said the Islamic. It was like Islamic State took
Oh,
credit for
okay.
it. So whatever they want,
Thanks.
probably-
They,
Scott,
they
what do you have
want
to
us
say
to
about
know that
they did.
airplane over the sea is only 3 stars.
Yeah.
What is that?
Neutral Milk Hotel.
Oh God. Good call that.
Is that the famous one with the
Yes.
circle face
Yes.
on the cover? Okay.
Circle
I have no
face.
idea
like-
what that is.
It's
Wait,
like
yes,
a
what a
cut-
circle face.
It's like a
How does
cut,
that even work?
Fruit face.
That's not a circle face. Faces are sort of a
heard that album.
I've never finished that album.
Really?
No, but the first 2 songs are great.
Interesting.
Like for real.
And it's like you see that cover everywhere.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
that is the
it's like a
ultimate,
well-respected, like,
college radio
Arabian
indie.
Nice,
like Arabian
days.
The keys on the slide, go bob and go flight, get a lot of good ways.
Guys, what time is it?
It's like
Yeah,
10:30.
we should have wrapped.
Ooh, it's like 11:15.
Fucking hell.
What did you say earlier that there's a therapist there? I want to ask a question
Sure.
to them if that's possible.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the question?
She's
She's
sick.
laying on the couch. She's actually
her
being
own
therapized.
patient. Yeah, she's her own
Yeah, she's
patient.
Go ahead and
therapying
ask the
herself.
question.
She's
Sophie, and
contemplating
we'll-
why she's still here.
The homeowner of this studio house is a therapist. Please, Hugh me, I'm scared. is the most fucked up shit I ever watched as a 10-year-old. Hugh me.
Humi.
Was that?
Humi?
Oh, I wanted to say, like, I've never really, like, I know we all watched Annabelle. What is it? Annabelle Creation?
Creation.
Yeah, I
Creation.
never find kids in horror movies scary.
Is it because you know that they're not going to die?
Well, I know that for one, and two, it's like I'm not gonna be scared of something I can like easily push out of the way.
Like a fucking kid.
No,
right?
but this
Like, you just
wasn't
don't
just a
believe in
kid,
evil.
I
though.
don't know.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
got like demon.
She had a demon.
hands.
But
I
it
want
still
your
is, like,
soul.
I want
Yeah.
your soul.
Yeah, I'm not scared.
I think
just
the-
like, oh, how
Well, so
cute.
here's the thing: is like
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of like not scared by most of that stuff too, but like
Yeah.
you kind of have to allow yourself to be.
Once it
Because
happens,
Yeah.
of the
Please tell
setting.
me I'm scared. Oh, that's what it is.
What?
That's a YouTube video. Sorry.
It's the most fucked up shit I ever watched.
Yeah,
as
have you
a
ever
10-year-old.
seen that?
No,
So
what
it's
is it? What
old.
is it?
It's like it is older. It's like it comes off as like a kids show that's teaching like a positive message, but halfway through it starts going like insane and like having like blood or like hearts.
That
and, like,
sounds awesome.
Weird, eerie shit. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Weird.
it's on
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube.
Yes, there's like 7 episodes. Or
You know
something
what?
like that.
I take
you
it
guys
back.
know.
Not Joe Rogan. I would just take all of YouTube.
There's like
pump
That's a good
chunks.
idea.
all of those.
Yeah.
What were we
Does
saying
that
though?
have
I'm
to
sorry.
take
What was
One Pump 16. Yeah, but it's 16 in Australia.
16?
Oh my God!
Is that who we're talking to?
You should be at least a,
This is what our life
Pump,
has
pump,
become.
chump.
This is our audience.
You like Jane Silent Bob?
Yeah, I actually have a lot of
yeah,
questions. What do you
Jane
do
Silent
when you're
Bob.
16 in Australia? Is this Australia? Is One Pump in Australia?
YouTube. Watch. Click on that one, Tito.
You know what? I could like actually bring these things up and we can watch them.
Why didn't we do that?
Like it'll show up like on the bottom and you can like watch us react to it and all that.
Oh
stuff.
shit! That would have been really cool.
That's what we're doing on
Hey,
Sunday.
how about like next
do
time? Like, how does everybody feel about this? Like, let's get a little. Cause since we're gonna like probably shut off in a little bit, but how does everybody feel about this like format of just?
I
Improv.
don't
It's
want
fun.
it to go on too long, but I like the lack of pressure.
Yeah,
a little bit of an
We're
outlet?
just being goofy. We can jump into something or not. Whatever. It's fun.
Well, we're just talking, which is
But
something.
you have to compare this though to Albo Crazy. So,
It's all fun.
god damn it, you PC piece of shit.
Oh, okay. Wait, Sophie has a question.
Okay.
on Twitch.
Basically, I've been in a few sessions with this person, not a therapist, since I was 9 because I was sexually harassed as a child and because of my depression and anxiety. And they tell me to think positive and everything will be okay. But is that always true? To think positive and everything is okay? I'm seeing a no.
She
What
is
would the
shaking her
response
head.
be?
What? Were you listening to the question?
Do you want me to reread it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sleep.
No, no,
she fell asleep in the middle of the question, actually.
I listened, but I just want to make sure that I.
Okay,
read it right.
You want to make sure that you got
basically-
the full question.
Basically, I've had a few sessions with this person, not a therapist, a few sessions with somebody, since I was 9, because I was sexually harassed as a child and because of my depression and anxiety. And they tell me to think positive and everything will be okay, but is that always true? To think positive and everything is okay. Is that always true?
You should get on the mic.
Hand her the mic. Can she read?
Yeah, hand her the mic.
She's sick,
She
so
doesn't
she
have to
can't
be
see
on
it.
screen.
She's sick.
Yeah, she's sick. We're trying to not put her on screen. But listen up.
We don't want you to see her.
Well, I'm really sorry that happened to you, first of all. Second of all,
that's not always true. Thinking positive doesn't fix everything. It's great to have a positive attitude, but how can you be positive when something that terrible has happened to you? You have to deal with it. You have to talk about it, and you have to get help from an actual therapist. You know, and I think that's most important. I don't think being positive all the time is possible, humanly possible. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's not realistic, and I think that we have to feel whatever emotions we're feeling. So I think it's okay to feel incredibly sad and depressed by what happened to you. I think you have to deal with that. So, yeah.
And talk to a real therapist.
Yeah.
Like you're talking to a person who is lending an ear, and that's
Well, I mean,
Right.
but talk to somebody who is actually trained and dealing
Or
with
like
Jessica is trained.
or the
Well, yeah, but in person, not on a fucking Twitch channel.
Right.
No,
Talk-
Twitch
talk
is the
to-
place.
Sorry, I
Scott.
think there's a little bit better
Yeah.
than chatting on
Color
Twitch.
circuit
Wait,
fixes
wait.
everything,
So,
Scott.
if
I
I
don't
can
know what
ask-
you're talking about.
They're,
Yeah, talk to
few
a
sessions-
Far reaching.
Hold on a second, guys.
Wait,
Talk
they're
to
having
a
a few
professional.
sessions with the person. Yeah, who is the person? Is I'm curious.
Yeah.
Too. Twitch is a safe place. Oh,
It's probably not always
Probably
true.
not.
well, here you'll be okay.
But yeah, go to an actual. Oh, okay.
Twitch is a safe place. You.
But no, like actually talk to a therapist. We can take the time to go over weeks and really delve in, and not on a Twitch channel. I think
Come
that's
back
a
here
safe-
next week for Bert Bagel's
Yeah.
therapy sessions.
Yeah,
no, that's
that's
actually
good.
that's great. It sounds like
Yeah.
good advice.
No,
and
yeah,
it
it was
makes
great.
sense.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely
good
makes
advice,
sense. Instead of the unrealistic idea.
She's got your.
And there are ways to help you that require, like, actually therapy. So I think talking about it on here, that's great. You're
Sounds
at
like
least talking
counselor.
about it, but that's something really deep. You have to actually.
Yeah, don't go to a.
Get help
she
for that.
She said she went to a counselor, and
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't
But
know.
there's a lot of different types of counselors.
Yeah, you'd need to
Sure.
go for something more specific. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
I
been
mean,
a therapist for years.
I think if that's their only way of
And here I
you
am.
dealing with it, that's not really.
Deep enough.
That's not really the best approach. I think.
Would you say that she should come back next week
Oh my God, Dylan.
He's got to keep.
No,
up.
Dylan.
No.
for more therapy?
I went to
advice?
school for 8 years so I could be a therapist, and so I could, no offense, get paid to talk to people about their issues.
Come
So-
back with your checkbook.
No,
There we
that's
go.
not what I'm
Oh my
trying to
God.
say.
Oh
What
my
I'm
God.
trying to say is that
It's a comedy podcast.
you can't
Nope.
fix
Try.
these things over the internet.
Especially with
I really
delay.
don't think you can.
So are you saying that people like Dr. Drew and that's not the one I meant to say.
I want to be an acoustic.
I mean, I think they might help people in some way. I do, but
Actually,
I
yeah,
think-
genuinely do have a
Yeah.
question like, about those
Friends.
people that
Yeah.
do those like media television
Sure.
therapy.
I need
Sure.
advice.
What's Dr. Phil and Laura Schlesinger?
Sure.
You know,
trans.
how,
Can I
how
also-
effective do you think these people actually are?
I think that going to personal one-on-one or even group therapy is much more effective than going on the internet to have your problems
Oh, yeah,
fixed.
yeah.
However,
so it should
I
be
do not like
broadcasted
group.
to the world.
However, I do think that there's something that's a misconception that you're kind of all saying right now that I just want to clarify.
Sure.
Being a therapist does not mean giving advice to people.
Yep, exactly.
So being a therapist is just like having someone that's guiding you and helping you through something difficult. They're not there to tell you what to do or what not to do.
You're
You
looking
have
for a
all the
girlfriend
answers
or
within your own
boyfriend.
self, and we're just there to help you talk about
Skillfully
it.
Navigate to that
Mhm.
point.
Yep.
As a person who's done a lot
yeah.
of therapy, like I've like when I was a young age, I've been to a lot. I am a big proponent of it. It's a
Sure.
really wonderful thing.
Yeah,
I
no,
just want to throw
absolutely.
this out there. One Pump Chump said black cap guy with glasses on is my favorite. So fuck you guys.
Aww.
But no, I agree with you
I'm
too.
giving
because-
Tito his microphone
Sophie
back.
said, "My doctor told me not to go to a therapist unless I physically wanted to die or kill others." That is not.
What?
That is absolute garbage. Yeah, that is
wait.
not.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to touch that one, but yeah. I don't know what that means.
No, there are plenty of reasons to go to therapy and
Yeah.
to speak to a therapist.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
being harmful to yourself or others is not one of those reasons. Or is only one of many reasons.
But yeah, I agree too.
Yeah.
It's like I've been to therapists for years too, and I mean, like they've helped me through problems and stuff like that. It's not bad. I mean, like after a while, I feel like I've grown past that, but it's
Right.
never
It's-
bad to just go for like kind of a follow up.
It's always scary to do something that you haven't done before, especially when there's a lot of emotion built up behind that action.
Yeah.
But therapy is a plus.
Yeah,
It's a plus.
Yeah.
And having
I
a
recommend it.
good positive attitude is a plus too.
Yeah.
But
Take an improv
Yeah.
class.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean that's how I met all these
Pimp.
people, and it's been mostly positive, I think. Yeah, improv.
I don't. A therapist could help me be an acoustic guitar.
Oh
No, I think he. Yeah, you guys
One
missed
pump.
the question earlier. He said he wants to be an acoustic guitar, but he's trans instrument.
There was the helicopter meme, right? Did you guys ever hear that? I want to be a helicopter, but it's a very specific type of helicopter.
Oh, really?
It was in response to the 52 gender identification.
applications.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll touch on that next time. Are you guys good to wrap up?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we ended on a good note.
Yeah. That was like a very
An
uplifting.
uplifting,
Go see like a.
Also, I do want to say, like, Sophie, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, great
sure.
of you.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Very cool.
look at us. We all may be tough looking and all that.
Or not,
with our
or not
back
at all.
towards-
We have hearts of gold
Our
because I mean, yeah,
backwards
it took me a while to get to where I am here, and that was like therapy and a lot.
Yeah.
I did a lot of
Bullshit.
therapy. Yeah.
Yep. We're all.
I did therapy, but I did not have a fun experience with the guy doing the therapy.
What did you
You
do?
need to find
He
a
just
different
stared
therapist.
into my eyes intently the whole time, and I was like, God,
Are you joking?
no, I'm not
No,
joking.
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to find
you
the
gotta
right.
shop
Yeah,
around
yeah,
with
person.
therapists.
Yes,
Shop
yes.
around with therapists.
The first
like, "Stop looking at
therapist
me
I
so
went
much."
to, he was like an art therapist, and my mom was like, "Oh, you like to draw, Scott? We can do
Yeah.
like an art therapy thing." And it
have
just
another
wasn't for me. But I found one that we just talked. It was very beneficial.
Sometimes you got to keep looking, so don't give up.
Yeah, because like I actually had a therapist too that I knew how to push his buttons. He was like really big into like Native American rights and stuff like that. And so anytime I just didn't want to talk about my feelings or whatever, I would bring up a topic like that just to throw him off. I don't know. After
So
a while,
happy.
I would just learn how to fuck with my therapist, which probably wasn't the best goal, but that's usually the time like I need to go because I'm not doing anything.
I have an
I'm just
analogy.
learning how
When
to,
me and my
like-
friend we would grow up, I have a pool, and
Uh-huh.
whenever he would like, he's like, I know I've like, he's like, it's time to get out of the pool.
Yeah.
And, like, it's like 50 minutes in or something. I'm like, wait, why? He's like, my stomach's itchy.
Uh-huh.
So when his stomach got itchy, it meant I need to get
I
out of
need
the
to
pool.
get
It's
out.
probably like the chlorine reacting to him.
Yeah.
But you're
As soon as I start messing with the therapist.
as soon as you start telling the therapist fuck Native American
Yeah.
rights is when
I didn't say that, but
your stomach is itchy. That's what it is.
that's my stomach.
Get out of therapy.
I wouldn't say that, but I do know a lot about like Native American rights. So it's like I knew the right things to bring up with him, and then he would just go on a tangent for like 5-10 minutes,
And you'd be
so-
like, all right,
yeah, it would be out of
finishing
that.
this session.
He was
He
like,
would
oh
be
yeah,
talking
so
more than you.
addiction or whatever. So anyway, thank you guys so much for sticking around and making
Yeah.
this a lot of fun.
I don't even know if anything happened on Facebook.
Does anyone want to read that last one?
Okay.
We'll read this last one and then we're
Pump
gonna
Chump
sign out.
says, I sexually identify as an attack helicopter. Ever since
that.
I was a boy, I dreamed of soaring over the oil fields, dropping hot, sticky loads on disgusting foreigners. People say to me that a person being a helicopter is impossible, and I'm fucking retarded, but I don't care. I'm beautiful. I'm having a plastic surgeon install rotary blades, 30 millimeter cannons, and an AMG 114 Hellfire missiles on my body. From now on, I want you guys to call me Apache and respect my right to kill from above and kill needlessly. All right, Apache.
Yeah, that is a very
I'm glad we
popular
ended on
meme.
that note.
Damn. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, everybody, for sticking around. Please stick around next time or come check out the
Stick
rest of
around
Rock
till
Color
next time.
Circuit. Yes.
Don't
st-
close
Stay
Twitch.
here. Color
watching
Circuit has a
Twitch.
bunch of good stuff coming up this week. We'll be back here next Thursday, possibly doing the same thing again. So please come
Same
back and
script.
give us your fun suggestions. So anybody for
Sunday, we're here all day. We'll be streaming for like
3
6 hours. or
shows.
something. 3 shows.
Jesus.
So please tune in
That's
on
a lot.
Sunday.
Yeah, we have some professional touring comedians coming in Sunday for Chucklefucker. It's gonna be great.
all right, cool.
Bye-bye.
For Burnt Bagel, this is Tito, Scott,
Yeah.
Wes, Dylan, Jess over there being sick on the couch, and I am
Phil.
Phil. Thank you guys so much.
Bye.
Good night.
Oh, should we freeze frame?
Yeah.